up, Tom? Ape, is your stream going live as well?
Yeah, I'm just getting it set up. I'm just working on the mouse situation at the moment.
Sounds good. Ape and Tom, just let me know when before you guys stream. You guys may both want to stream at the same time, just so we can coordinate the intros together that way. So just
Great.
let me know when you guys are both ready in for the stream. And yeah, sounds good. And I'll
Great.
kind
I'm
of
just
answer
typing in
questions in chat.
the title now, and great. And you've got your own little Twitch category as well, which is good.
Yeah. Did you think that we weren't going to be listed?
No, well, it's great that you are listed. Cool. So,
Yo.
it's all good. It is good. Right, that's a mini panic over. So I'll just share the stream.
Somehow
Just
my laptop's not picking up internet.
Hey, what's up, Rich? What's poppin'? All right. That guy.
Yeah, thanks for the follow, guys.
All right. So chat, I'm just going to.
Yeah, Jamie's saying Daddy Tom's shout out. It looks like you got some of your and Aaron as well. Your boys are here.
Yes. That's the gang.
Get this.
Okay, yeah, good. I'm live on the GameFi squad one, and also obviously yours. Fantastic. Right. Ready when everyone else is. Sorry that took a little bit of time.
No, it's all good. GameFi squad. You said you typed it out in chat, is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, that the link is is there.
Okay. Let me help whitelist our boys over here in chat real quickly, just to make sure they are good to go. Gray. Server error. So silly. And then I guess Ape, let me know whenever you're as good to go as well.
Yeah, just give me.
Dylan Cito is already been whitelisted, so Dylan, you shouldn't have a problem.
All right.
Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the GFS stream. I'm going to try and do some sort of sneaky. When I'm speaking to the people on the GameFi squad stream, I'll try and mute it for you guys, just so it's not uber confusing.
By all means, go ahead and help yourself to deal with that. You don't have to mute yourself if you don't want to.
Okay.
You know, we'll probably have a little, just whatever works easier, whatever works best. I guess it comes down to how much ends up going to. But let me go ahead and re-edit our title real quickly. So now we change our title.
All right, chat.
Awesome.
Got it tweeted.
All right, now we have GameFi Squad, and we also have Ape.
And
all right.
I have. Alrighty.
So
chat,
again, make
how
sure
is
that your
everyone
viewers
doing?
are also respectively in your guys' channels and streams. And the core idea for those who are currently watching, please make an account at nft.bigtime.gg. At some point later on, we will be giving away Ruby VIP passes. I'm going to repeat this again because I know Ape is still getting himself set up as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be giving out these Ruby VIP passes, which again, VIP passes that we've had in the past have gone to like $10,000 or so. But now we're giving them away for free. Granted, you're going to be joining a much later version, phase of the game, but it's better free than nothing at all, right? So
Definitely, yeah, and the I think the passes at the moment, the people that been playing, they're going to be miles ahead, and with their NFT drops as well, they're lucky people.
Yeah, to clarify, it's just the NFT drops because progress will be reset at launch because the idea is that the team doesn't want to give anyone a pay-to-win-esque sort of advantage, if that makes sense.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, chat. So the game is big time.
It's an NFT.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then hopefully we'll come across a few actually as well. As we kind of go through these.
Yeah.
All right, yo, hey, what's up, viewers? Thanks for tuning in.
What up, what up, what up?
I would say your viewers should probably be on both streams if that's ideal. But if not, that's not a problem either.
All right,
Nice.
yeah. Chat, if you're able
Ape,
to
let me know when you're ready
watch
to go.
on mine. Yeah, I'm good. Yo, what is this thing? Slaughtered. Cool beans.
All right, Dylan. Unfortunately, Mora is not available right now. Click the gear icon on the top left and select staging. All right, so let's go back to the beginning and kind of like talk about a bit about the game and all that fun stuff. If you're tuning in, by the way, everyone, to the stream, if you guys can just follow Gray for a split moment, and I'm gonna get my little setup up.
All right, chat. So this is big time. As you can see, it looks pretty dope. Full like 3D MMO. And this is kind of like the early access. We're checking it out.
Currently joining, so Ape and Tom, are you both playing right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome, glad to hear.
So chat, we are going to be giving away free VIP passes for every 10 viewers we get in the stream. We'll be giving away a free Ruby pass to give you guys free early access.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Big Time Play and Stream. I'm Gray, and today our special guest
should we share it?
Tom D5
Get people
from the
tuning in.
Squad, as well as Ape, the APEcoach. If you guys want to follow their Twitches, they're currently located inside of the stream title, so that's going to be twitch.tv/theAPEcoach, twitch.tv/GameFight And without further ado, I kind of want, if you can, Tom, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. So, yeah, my name's Tom. I'm part of the gaming guild GameFi Squad. All we do is NFT games. So we offer a lot of scholarships for NFT games, a lot of play to earn. And what's great about this, what we're really excited about, is that it's actually, good fun to play. Apart from that, I also work for BSC News. So yeah, that's good fun as well. But yeah, here primarily GameFi Squad. Looking forward to having some Ruby passes and starting the game really and having fun.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Tom. And what about you, the APEcoach? Could you please introduce yourself to the audience here?
Yeah, what's going on, everyone? The APEcoach, NFT content creator, and also owner of the Six Pack Gaming Guild. And again, the big focus is on NFT games. And we have a lot of scholarships and stuff in a lot of the games out there currently. But really excited to check out MMOs. They've always been a big part of, just the games I've played growing up and stuff in general. So super excited to be able to check this out.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys so much for joining us. Kind of reiterating back to what Ape and Tom said earlier. Just a heads up, guys, that later on in the stream, Big Time will have some Ruby VIP passes to give away. So please stay tuned, or you might miss it.
Passes.
Little fun fact: these VIP passes allow you to get into the game early, allowing you to earn NFTs before the general public. We've had VIP passes before in the past of a different sort of tier, sell for like $10,000 or so. So this is your chance to really get in a part of the big time NFT earning, possibility, or I guess potential, and just kind of get ahead of the game with these NFTs.
Let's take this guy out.
Something about NFTs is that they are limited supply. So the faster you get them,
dude, I do no damage to this thing, chat. Look at all the health it has.
All right, so I guess with that that being said, I guess it looks like Ape is kind of like getting himself situated with combat. Let's talk a little bit about how the game works and all that fun stuff. So you've joined Big Time for the first time, or at least in early access, and this is what your experience is going to look like. You're going to see people around you kind of doing random things, as Tom and Ape are doing here, which is awesome. And if you hit the P, as in pop-up button, you can open what's called the Party Finder system. Now, this is very rudimentary, and everything you're seeing right now, everyone, this is an early access, right? So that means that these things are subject to change. These are not the final release of the game. So
chat,
through the Party Finder system, you can
up
locate
to 6
people
people
around you. You can see what levels they are. You can see what classes they're playing. You can see their names, and you can invite them that way. Once you kind of do that, you may want to kind of go forward, and we have little combats kind of talking a little bit about the world and lore around you, along with some tutorials. The Watertown bot kind of discusses a little bit about the town around us, and that we have all these different time tears
This
throughout
is
the world.
mind blowing. Wow, thanks.
Just to kind of quickly answer one of the questions.
Yeah,
Mark was
chat,
asking,
what do you
need
guys
to buy
think?
weapons, or do you have default weapons when you start? You do have default weapons when you start. You do not need to buy weapons. Big time fun.
How's everyone
little
doing,
fun thing.
chat?
Big time is going to be free to play and not pay to win. It's going to be a fast action paced cooperative RPG, which I think Tom has played a little bit of, and he can attest to it being very stressing on fast action paced combat. You do need to run around a little bit. You can't just stand still and just keep hammering the same buttons twice. So in regards to combat, I guess that puts us in a perfect segue to how combat works in big time. So Ape and Tom, I'm sure you guys noticed you guys have different weapons that you guys have currently equipped. Just like in any other RPG, we do have the ability to do our basic attack sequence. So if you spam your left click button, you'll progress to a series of basic attacks. You want to join us on that one, Ape, if that's possible?
Yeah.
So if you look at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see these white circles that are showing.
Get it, let's get it.
And what that is that's Big Time's combo system. Now, at any point in time during your basic attack sequence, you can do a right click, and that executes the finisher system. Now, doing different finishers will allow you to do different sorts of effects, whether it be stunning enemies, repelling them, doing extra damage, doing a specific type of damage.
That's pretty cool.
And so on. And fun little fact: the weapons and their combos, combos and finishers are defined by the weapons that you're using. And what's really cool about Big Time is that weapons in Big Time and equipment as a whole is not class bound; they're stat bound, allowing you as a player to wield whatever sort of weapons or equipment you want to, so long as you have the correct stats for it. And of course, different sorts of
that's pretty dope.
Characters will obviously have higher stats.
There's
higher
not certain
stats,
class
for one or
items.
another, like the Time Warrior may have more strength, and the Shadow Blade, which is kind of like our assassin class, has more dexterity, and our Chronomancer, which is more of our caster class, will have more intelligence. Start out with. So with that said, let's kind of move. Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
On my combo, I didn't know about the finisher thing. So if I spam left click and then do a finisher, I go on fire and have this stuff around me. What does that mean? Does it just mean that I've done a finisher and I'm feeling hardcore?
Well, yeah, you can also see it also gives you a temporary buff as well. Like you kind of have these little blue lines in front of you, and they all vary depending as to what they are. And really,
all right. How
I don't
about
want to spoil too
skill
much, but the team
points here?
does want players to kind of explore and see what the finishers do on their own without giving them too much. Because part of the enjoyment of playing the games out is kind of like exploring and kind of figuring out things for yourself. Doing that allows you to. It's kind of like information advantage, if you will, right? Like, when you find something out that works out really well, you get to have that absolute advantage
what
over
is
other
this
players
yell?
before they even get the chance to do that. So, yeah, the team wants people to play around. They want people to kind of explore and try different things out.
Hilarious.
So with that said, I'm gonna have you guys kind of follow
Hey, what's
along
up,
with me if
Caitlin?
that's possible.
Yep.
Good
I'm gonna move my way all the way up to the top of this hill. Yeah, down below, you can see that we have vendors and stuff. Something worth noting: Big Time does have a story. Big Time does have a lore, and we'll have a campaign. But the basic premise of it is that we're all at the end of time, recruited by Headmaster Albert Einstein. There's a mysterious threat that's kind of threatening the space and time continuum, where we're kind of seeing different mix matches of different timelines, kind of like melding in together. And
Chat, that's
come up with
hilarious.
really cool
Caitlin, how's
such
it
as,
going?
maybe cowboys and dinosaurs.
You guys, is the audio
sort
good?
Of, quote,
everyone?
time period. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff like that. It's a very time-oriented game. The name Big Time, if you guys are familiar with big tobacco, big pharma, there's this company called Paradox, which has kind of been the quote-unquote big time. So that's just a fun little thing. It's not just a title just to say, oh, it's just gonna be big time. There's actually some lore behind the actual title and how it's decided.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about classes. So in Big Time, we currently have 4 classes. We will be expanding upon that more. We have the Time Warrior, which if you guys can see me right now, this is the Time Warrior. Time Warriors are kind of like the aggressive, brute, strength sort of build. They're like the heavy, damaging types of melee class of Big Time. Think of it as
commentary?
like the
He's a bit quiet.
warrior-based class.
All right.
After the Time Warrior, we also have the Chronomancer. And the Chronomancer,
Is that better?
they are equipped with long-range deadly spells and
Whoa.
abilities, allowing
want
you
it
to
to be
shoot,
like
like
two-
say fireballs, allowing you to cast different spells,
Oh, dude,
debuffing
the
enemies,
Chronomancer's
and so
dope.
much more. Think of Chronomancers as the caster class of big time. Okay. And then we have the Shadow Blade, which, quick and nimble. They get in and out of combat as quickly as possible, dealing as much damage as possible from behind while being super stealthy. Shadow Blades are the stealthy class of big time. And then we have the Quantum Fixer. The Quantum Fixer is the supportive, buffing sort of character within the game. Quantum Fixers are
Destroyed.
responsible for keeping teammates alive, keeping them, well rested. But of course, any class can, technically speaking, heal
This is kind of like the
teammates. We'll kind of
buffer
discuss a bit more about
healer.
that further. Okay.
Cool.
So for those who are watching the stream, I'm going to explain what these are, but they're called pocket watches. Okay.
Twitch not
So
working?
it's kind of cool.
Is Twitch not
So
up?
what's really cool about Big Time, what's something I love about Big Time, because I'm coming from the gaming space myself, is that Big
It
Time
should be.
emphasizes the idea of
Let me double
player
check.
flexibility. Okay, so what is player flexibility? It means you do whatever you want so long as it makes sense.
Yeah, it's
right?
it's up on Twitch too.
Let's start with Ape. Ape, right now you are the Shadow Blade, the assassin, stealthy type of class in Big Time. If you had to choose out of all the other classes I spoke about, what else do you think you would like?
I mean, I'd probably try them all out and see what I like to play the best, but that Chronomancer is pretty dope.
All right, cool. So let's have you walk over here. So these are our pocket watch trainers. If you could just come to me, Ape, I'll have you interact with this Chronomancer trainer. Tom, you don't have to grab that one unless you also want to be a Chronomancer too.
No, I'll choose something else. Is the
what would you like to
Chronomancer the one with the ranged attack?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Would I be able to? You know that big shield dude at the end, that like supportive guy?
Here's a bunch of starter
the Quantum
Chronomancer
Fixer.
gear
Yeah,
for you.
that would be right
Okay.
here in front of me. Benjamin Franklin, the Quantum Fixer trainer.
Okay,
just
chat, so
interact
we
with it
get-
once using the F button, I believe is it's either the F or E button. I'm not sure which it is. I
the
just typed
G.
keys. All right,
Done,
perfect.
yep.
Okay. So now Ape and Tom, if you guys go to your inventory, you can hit the tab button with your inventory. You might see this kind of like badge looking color. For Ape, you're gonna see like a purple badge saying Chronomancer Starter Pocket Watch Tier 0. Do you see that? It's kind of purple.
Yep.
Perfect. And for Tom, I think you're gonna see the
Mark as trash.
Quantum Fixer badge. It's green, has like a shield icon.
Yep.
Treat me
I'm
like-
I'm now a quantum fixer, but I'm naked.
Perfect. Okay, so we'll discuss a little bit. That's a perfect thing you bring up. So
Okay.
so these are called your pocket watches.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay, so
And
that's
in
dope.
layman's terms, pocket watches are like your in layman's terms, they're like character slots, okay? So in these pocket watches, they house your level, they house your skill points, your equipment, some of your inventory, amongst other things. So if you guys follow along with me, and
Okay.
it seems like Tom, you are quick on learning on this process. Ape, if you go on the top left-hand corner where you see change timeline, you can click on the
Yep.
change timeline button, and you
Yep.
can select your Chronomancer now.
I've
And then
got
click
it.
on the right side, change timeline. And now you'll see that, you're probably naked right now. I mean, I'm not because I kind of geared all my stuff out. But, you'll probably see that you have different sorts of equipment. You have different sorts of gear. And you'll see your skill trees, and you can see your skill trees from there. Now, I guess this is a great... So what are pocket watches? Basically, what they are, it's, again, kind of going with the whole thematic of time, is that it's another you from an alternate dimension, right? What if you didn't decide to go be a Shadow Blade or a Time Warrior? What if you wanted to be a Chronomancer, or you said you want to be a Quantum Fixer? And it's really cool because it kind of lets you, play whatever class you want to play. There is no penalty, really, for switching between different pocket watches besides having to level them up and gear them all out, allowing you to really play the game you want to play, and you're never feeling pigeonholed into playing a specific type of way.
Cool.
I see. Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. I think I might be naked as well because my inventory was completely full. So the bloke trying to give me stuff.
Oh, I see. So you may not need to clear out your inventory a little bit of some of the stuff, and then try talking to the trainer
Yeah.
again, and you'll probably get some of that starter gear.
Okay.
So, yo, the Chronomancer has like crazy attacks.
Solar's asking the Zach choose
Hey,
the winners
what's
for
up?
Ruby Pass.
GCQ?
Yeah, I believe so. It's
good?
going to be done
Good
on
morning.
the back end.
What do you
Hey, good
guys
morning,
think,
guys.
chat?
Thanks for joining into
What do you
the
guys
stream.
think?
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about
Looks
the
pretty
pocket
dope,
watches.
right?
If you guys go to your skill trees real quickly, it's at the top, third over. You're going to see that your skill
Yeah.
trees, let's be honest, skill trees, pretty lackluster. This is not going to last you
Fireball.
in terms of fun and engagement for the entirety of the game. It's just not, realistically speaking. but that's intentional. Okay. As you can see, every single class has its own base
Devolve, huh?
skills and abilities that it has coming with them. But you can expand upon that with what's called pocket watch gears. If you go back to your inventory from your skill trees, you can see underneath your starter pocket watch on the left side column, underneath it, you see a gear icon.
Yeah.
As you progress through the game, complete harder adventures, you're going to come across what's called pocket watch gears. And as you equip them, it's going to expand your repertoire of skills and abilities.
Okay.
So I know for the Chronomancer, there's a skill called like Time Bubble, which like creates this giant bubble around you and slows all the enemies inside of it, basically kind of making them free
That's
fodder
pretty
to
dope.
kill. For the Quantum Fixer, the Quantum Fixer has a really cool ability called
Yo, zoom me down.
it's called full
Appreciate
heal,
that follow.
you know,
on
which instead of doing a
Twitch.
light
Let's
heal,
go.
it just does a full heal, you know. And then
How's everyone doing?
you also have the ability to summon like a turret
Good
as
morning,
well with the
good
Quantum
morning.
Fixer if you come across the correct pocket watch gear. Now that being said, as you
Guys, how
progress
many
through
of
the
you
game, you come across
seen
different
the
gears,
game?
which will allow you to have, you know, augment your not only just give you additional abilities, but also has the potential of giving you additional stats, right? And it's not just limited to gears too. You can come across in the game, and you're gonna see a lot of this. Players are now doing it right now as we speak. As you progress through the game, you'll come across different types of pocket watches, you know, different rarities and tiers. And what's really cool about that is instead of having to look for a gear, if your pocket watch innately comes with more abilities and skills, and it will, or I mean, more abilities and stat points, and they will as you come across the higher level pocket watches, then you'll be seeing like, well, if this
Oh, yeah,
new
so we got
pocket watch
level
gives me
1,
like 1,000% energy, this will scale up really quickly if I re-level this pocket watch gear all over again. And yes, you will have to do the re-leveling process, and the purpose of that is it really prevents, you know, kind of like power from consolidating at the top, allowing for a lot more community interaction and play, because there is an XP penalty if you try to party with people that are way too far from you in level.
Boom.
Just threw a bunch of information at you guys at once. Do you guys have any questions about any of that so far?
So you said, sorry, there's a penalty if the level difference is too high between the players?
That is correct, yes.
So you can't just have someone P level you up?
Exactly. You can't just have someone power level you up. And why that's great is that, you know, it kind of forces you to play with different members of the community. So instead of, you know, going, you know, where some veteran players who already play the game since, you know, the start of launch, who are just only kind of be like, oh, well, I got a new pocket, the newest, coolest pocket watch. It gives me, you know, so many stats and so many different abilities. Instead of them being like, well, I guess I'm done. You know, I just, you know, migrate this over. They have to really kind of look for other people.
Yeah,
maybe they might do within their guild. Maybe
Discord,
they be forced to play out in the open and kind of, you know,
it's
pick
just
up new people, interact with them, maybe even show them the ropes. And what that does, it fosters a much more welcoming community vibe.
Chat.
Any questions on that so far?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Awesome. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and venture forth and let's look for a time tear. So yeah, this area that we're currently in right now, as we're walking around it, this is an adventure zone known as Time's End. It's the last planet at the end of the universe. And basically, you know, we're just gonna be adventure zones will allow you to interact with other players not within your party. Will allow you to interact with the world around you via harvesting materials, allowing you to go on side quests and so much more.
Looks like Genshin Impact. Yeah, it kind of does.
Obviously,
right
now
has
this is still
vibe.
early access at the bottom left of the corner. You can see that this is still considered pre-alpha, and yeah, but this is what they've gotten so far, just with pre-alpha alone. So you'll see the team has made some great strides forward with each and every update they come with. For those who are posting their big time usernames, it's not the time yet, but we may at some point. Oh yeah,
chat. Make sure
this
you're
is 5 to 12.
setting
I'm not
up
confident in us doing that one.
A big time account.
A fun fact about adventures that we enter, you know, some people will call them dungeons, we call them adventures. And you'll see why very soon. They're pretty expensive. Tommy P. will kind of talk about that because he's kind of been inside a few of them.
Yeah.
They do. I'm sorry,
I was just saying, on my own. It is possible, but it's hard. So it's great to actually be playing with other people.
You definitely are. By the way, auto run is, I think, caps lock by default, but I've changed mine to the number pad minus sign. Ooh, and we got super lucky. So this is the boss. Wow.
Yo, I just got smoked.
This is the boss known as the tank bug, and
very nice.
They're pretty gnarly, to say the least. I'm gonna go ahead and I just respawn. I'm gonna run back to you guys over.
All right, well, I'm gonna give up.
So
I've
yeah,
died.
when you get knocked down, you're in this
Not
DBNO status.
expecting
It's
that.
called down but not out. You are able to kind of do some damage while you're in that state if you have the rights, if you have the skill, I guess the ability on your action bar. But people tend to remove that pretty quickly because it rarely happens. Or at least if it does happen, you're better off having an actual super cool skill as opposed to one that does.
Oh no,
damage.
chat! I fell.
Flying Taco, yeah, this is gets wrecked absolutely.
No. All right, I think I want to go
are you
back
also,
to the Shadow
yeah,
Blades.
I got
Yeah.
you.
yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
There you go. Here's a
I'm
teleport.
on my way.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. All right, here's what we're
Thank
gonna
you,
do.
thank
I'm gonna switch to the Quantum Fixer, and I can heal you guys now. If you guys just hang out tight, real
Ooh.
quick. Stand still in one spot.
There
There
you
you
gotta
go.
work on your aim.
Oh, nice.
And so what's really cool, and you're gonna see this a lot, is people do, like myself especially, have different sorts of pocket watches because it makes you versatile. Yes, granted, by the way, the quote-unquote downside is you have to level each one up effectively, so you're not focusing on one character at a time. But being able to be versatile in the middle of combat, I found myself in adventures playing with people in the midst of battle. All my teammates are down. I can do a mass revive because I can switch to a Quantum Fixer even though I'm playing a different class. It comes in clutch. It comes in pretty
dope.
clutch.
So like that, because I've seen that you can have a pocket watch as an item. Can you equip it like in your little hotbar at the bottom and then just use the numbers to quickly switch to that?
That would be too easy.
Yeah. Okay.
As you notice, the team does want the game to be relatively hard, and the idea is that a solo person can run through, click one button, automatically switch to a pocket watch, click another button, switch to you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
defeats
yeah.
a little bit of the difficulty behind it, but at least the ability to do so is still there if your fingers are fast enough. And I have made some split-second kills. Can you swap RuneScape?
Nice.
I don't know. So let's try to take out this tank bug. I think I am going to switch to a different class for this one, because this is going to be a bit of a toughie. I feel like.
Boom,
Macro spells
smoked him.
stinks.
Get off me. Boom. Oh no, dude, I'm getting
If
smoked.
any of you viewers have any questions, or actually if any of your viewers actually as well have questions,
Yeah, chat, do you
whether
guys
it be
have any
Ape or Tom,
questions?
please let us know. I'll help answer them.
Yeah, I mean, how can you revive people? So at the moment, I'm down, but there you go. Thank you very much. Is it only one
interact,
class that can revive?
No,
or can anyone?
all classes can revive, but the Quantum Fixer
Cool.
has the ability
Boom.
to do a
Smoked.
mass revive, and it's an instant revive.
Ah.
Yeah, that's just a core blaze class, which I personally love a lot.
And boom. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh. We.
Smoked.
No worries, no worries. so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take out this one guy if he dies fast enough, and then I'm gonna switch over to my fixer, and now you'll see that because you guys are close together, I can revive
we
both of you
go.
at once.
That's
Yep.
good.
Chat,
Let's finish
our
off this
guys are
tank
like
bug
so
that's
weak.
literally taking away our time from the stream. Oh no, I was busy looking at the screen.
Oh no, Gray's down.
Yeah, if you can grab me up and I'll help grab Tom up.
Okay.
Yeah, no
Thank you.
worries.
Here's, I think I have a thing I'm gonna do. Okay, perfect. He's aggroed on you. Okay, I'll let him do that. I'll get Tom up. So what's cool is that you can move back and forth as you're kind of reviving your teammates. And what's cool is that models do block projectiles. So Tom, when you were kind of like slowly flying midair there when I was reviving you, you could actually block some of those attacks, projectiles that the tank was trying to shoot at me.
That's good.
Yo,
Okay,
how are
I'm back.
these all missing?
So that's just trash talking the boss. He can hear you. You know what? It's okay if they hear me.
Chat, the only thing that I
gonna go wipe
am
out
not a
this
huge
tank
fan
bug over
of
here.
is how far off to the right the crosshair is. And then that there's no sensitivity.
So Tom and Abe, I'll
adjustment.
let you guys be the deciding factor as to when you think people should could be able to post in their marketplace, usernames in chat.
Yeah,
for the
chat.
Ruby
Make sure
VIP
you guys
passes.
are making a.
And then also check respectively as to how many what the current viewership is, and of course
big time
for those who are wondering, the way we're doing this is that for each 10 viewers there are actively, we give out one Ruby
Gray's
VIP
explaining.
pass. We will decide that collectively, together as a group, as to when we're gonna allow for that to happen. So please stay tuned inside to the stream for all of the streams currently going on right now.
There
because once
are
you
guilds,
disappear,
but
you may
they
lose out
don't
on a
have
chance to
plans
be a part
for
of that.
PvP type
I will say,
stuff
if you guys want to get a head start, you do have to create an account
probably
on
like a year.
NFT.bigtime.gg. and you'll
Okay,
find
guys.
your big time
Here's the
marketplace
link.
username at the top right of the screen.
There you
I
go,
think we
guys.
broke him.
Make sure you
Are we
make an
in
account
kinda
there.
agree?
All you need
He looks a little
is
broken right now.
all you need is a Gmail account.
Not going anywhere. I love the gameplay. Yeah, and what's cool is that this is only a fraction of what's actually to come with big time. We're only seeing a very
Spamming it.
small percentage of what's actually going to be coming.
Boom.
So, I'm super excited to show you guys what the team
Smoke.
has going forward as we move progress through silver VIP phase,
The
as we
tank
progress into
bug.
Jade, and then eventually Ruby.
Man, this thing takes
Tree
a lot.
equals tank. Yeah, tree beats tank absolutely. Tom and Ape, do any of your viewers have any questions so far?
Boom.
About the game?
Not really at the moment. We've been through it quite a bit in our guild.
Awesome.
So yeah, we
I
don't have
had,
many questions at the moment.
I had one question that was asking about guilds and possible guild battles. Is anything like that in the plans?
Yeah, so guilds definitely going to be a thing. We don't have much information, at least to be able to publicly disclose at this time. But we will have an article on that. Guild battles. So yeah, that can be defined a multitude of ways. By default, I think people usually think as battles as PvP.
Yeah.
The team loves the idea of PvP, but right now their focus is on creating a very strong and polished, PvE cooperative experience. And as soon as they do that, or at least once PvE, the cooperative PvE experience has come to a spot that they're pretty comfortable with, then they will go about expanding into other branches of player interaction, like PvP or maybe even raids. But right now, that battle stuff isn't here right now, but we will give out more information as time goes on. But yeah, guilds absolutely will be a thing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Chat, do you guys have any other questions?
And then I'm also going to switch to a lower pocket watch as well, so I don't screw you guys too hard on levels. Let's go in. Awesome.
Nice.
I get to flop horses around. That's awesome. Oh my god. Taco, if you see the T-Rexes...
Yeah, the little
play
mini
account?
ones.
There we
Yeah,
go.
or actually,
yeah, chat. Make
I
sure
don't think
you
you've seen
guys
the
are
big
going
ones yet.
to
The
that
big ones
site.
you can play
Oh, no.
kickball with. You can make them fly across the screen.
NFT.bigtime.gg.
It's the most insane and awesome thing.
Create your account, and then we're
And,
going to be doing
call me
giveaways for
Donos.
Ruby
Just to be clear,
passes.
we don't have to participate in NFTs. We can just play the game as normal. Yes,
Account created.
and yes.
Let's go.
However, what I love about Big Time, again, I'm coming from the gaming space. I'm not even coming from the the blockchain or NFT or investor space. I'm coming from the gaming space, okay? And what Big Time plans to do with NFT integration within its game is it's the simplest onboarding experience. If you guys look at gray screen for a split moment, you'll see that if I hit tab, I have a tab called cosmetics. You guys can kind of follow along as well. You guys may not have stuff in it though. And as you kill different monsters, as you kind of complete different objectives, you have a chance of getting an NFT. Okay. And by the way, fun fact, you're not competing for people for NFTs because you have your own instance-based drop.
Marketplace.
It's not about how much damage you do. It's not about you getting the final kill, because that would be unfair.
And so
to
this
support
is where you
players.
come.
That being said,
Click up here.
hold on, am I the right class?
Sign in.
Okay, cool.
And
so
then you
yeah,
just sign in
all
with
it
your
is
Google
to equip an
account,
NFT is literally
or
right click. Boop,
register
right-click,
with a Google
boop,
account,
right click.
and
That's it. It's that simple.
all you gotta do.
And the idea is it's supposed to be simple. And if you want to, as you come across these different NFTs in the game, you can sell them on the marketplace for actual, USDC and other sorts of currencies in the future. So you don't need to know anything about NFTs. You don't need to know anything about crypto. You don't need to know anything about wallets, because Big Time will be, initially when these NFTs are dropped for you, they're going to be existing off-chain and on-platform. But you will have the ability, if you wish to export them on-chain and off-platform. You don't need to know what that means, but all you need to know is that you don't have to worry about fees. You don't need to know about the complexities of what NFTs are.
Figure
By
out
the
what my
way, apart from
Gmail
that,
account
there
is.
anything,
Can
or
you
just
rent
run,
NFTs?
fight monsters?
Um,
No, there will be quests. There will be missions. You guys will have the
cannot,
ability to.
as far as I know.
There's so much I want to
You might be able to.
divulge, but obviously resources, interacting with your spaces to increase,
But this will be free
well,
to play.
kind of integrate more with the
public
big time
launch.
economy on a deeper level. So crafting super rare NFTs.
Here we go.
Also
Here's
earning the big time
NFTs
token.
we're getting.
Stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys don't want to interact with NFTs, I mean, I guess technically you don't have to, at least in regards to selling them, but you will come across them nonetheless for free. You don't need to spend any money to get NFTs in the game.
And then I had a question in my chat asking about renting NFTs. Is that going to be?
Yeah, the team has said renting will be a feature.
I think
They
it'll
have
be
not
spaces.
publicly disclosed as to in what capacity, but it's looking very much like, you know, the Spaces situation. Again, don't quote me on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, you know, the team is kind of finalizing, you know what's going to work, what's scalable, what's not scalable. And, you know, as soon as we have that information, you know, to be publicly disclosed, we will disclose it to you guys.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Boom. Messing them up.
I think we can still make this player, our viewership,
go.
up a little bit further. What do you guys think?
Great sword.
I'm only at 45. Definitely, right? Awesome.
Bring it up, chat.
Because remember, the more people that are viewing the stream, regardless of which stream it is, the more NFTs we can give out. And just to clarify, Tom and if you guys both have your past broadcast enabled, is that correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're able to like view in on the because I'll be honest, I'm not gonna be able to like, you know, view each streams that quickly. Or I guess the alternative is if they can just go to our stream real quick and just post a username, and would that be okay with you guys?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
because we have they don't have to do it now.
Chat,
but they may not have
go to
twitch.tv/BigTimeStudios open like on a side tab, but they can tune into your main your stream as the main one for now.
So when you have your account, whenever they start doing the giveaway,
we're currently at 45.
Twitch.tv/BigTimeStudios.
I'm sure Tom and APEcoach has way more.
And
but
you can enter your thing there.
No, yours is bigger than mine at the moment. That's what. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. No worries. We'll also be. Yeah. Here's the thing. It's for every viewer, for each viewer, right? So if I have 45, effectively let's round that up and let's say that's 50.
All signed up.
Okay. So we'll give out 5 Ruby passes in our stream. I'm not sure what your numbers like.
So.
You know, I mean, hypothetically, that's if we're doing it right now.
I don't think so.
Hypothetically, Tom, if you had like, let's say, you know,
can
maybe
block
10 or so people give out
projectiles
one Ruby
coming
pass
in
on our stream as well.
From
and according to that, and you know, however many you have on
stuff.
your respective streams, on each of the streams. And we have both YouTube and Twitch going on right now. Which again, for those who don't know, it's youtube.com/APEcoach. Is that correct?
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, youtube.com/APEcoach for those who want to check out APEcoach's stream. That's where he's at as well. So yeah, we'll do a collective as well. So no one's like, oh, we're getting screwed because we don't have enough viewers here, etc. We don't want anyone to feel that way.
Sounds good. Get smoked.
Also, this is the perfect opportunity for those who are here. If you guys want to have more chances, so to speak, if you will, for the NFTs, make sure you share the streams around, to your fellow community members. Because again, the more people that show up for each 10 people, once we decide on the time, we haven't decided on that just yet. Once we decide on that, then we will be able to, when we feel the peak viewership is, at peak, then we'll be saying, hey guys, make sure you have your big time, usernames ready in chat, and the next X number of people who post will get a Ruby VIP pass.
There you go.
Which is not now. just to clarify. Unless Ape and Tom, you guys feel comfortable with doing it right now. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, any time is good with me, to be honest.
Yeah. Pretty much any time. We'll maybe give it another 15 minutes or so, and we can get everyone to make sure everyone's in here.
Sounds good.
All right, chat. Make sure you're sharing this around.
So Tom, I think you're playing.
Get everyone in here.
Okay, so Tom, if you look at.
I'm dead.
Oh damn.
Oh no!
There was a lot
sorry.
there.
I forgot to put a skill point in, but yeah, as you guys can see, Big Time really stresses the idea.
Where are you creating an account? Right
solo.
here in the chat.
Well, we got the gist.
nft.bigtime.gg.
Yeah, it's tough for sure. It's tough. I'm actually curious what effects does this NFT has? That's all right. But I do have another skill point, which actually will allow me to help clear out the mobs a little bit faster. I have an ability.
Minor devote. All enemies in a radius have their level and number of stats lowered.
That's silly.
That's actually kind of sick.
Cool Face is asking, what do you recommend for team composition? Yeah, we recommend.
Take off one of these.
There's 4 classes, and parties can go up into a size of 6. So, at least one of each class.
And add on to that, maybe.
With emphasis on maybe having another support player.
Armor.
Just having a support player who can.
Oh
heal
no,
your
this is what I want. The AOE blast.
Thing.
When do I get that? Requires 3
Actually,
on minor fireball. Okay, that is gonna be sick.
Just for this.
When I can get the AOE.
My quantum fix for
fire
otherwise
blast?
Is level 10. Yeah, that's way too
That'll
high.
be dope.
That's gonna really screw things up for you guys.
And do the enemies sort of scale to people in the group,
In
or is it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, yes, well, I was level 6, but it's not that large of a difference, but yeah, it still is a difference, which, you know, at the lower levels, you know, when you guys have very few abilities available
Alright,
to
what
you,
level am I?
you will feel it 100%.
I'm only
So,
level 2?
for those who are watching Gray's
Oh my
stream,
god.
kind of just go through the process of what it looks like
Oh
to get
my
these
god. Yo, I gotta
pocket
level up.
watches and talk to the trainer. I'm going to switch to the newest is level 0 pocket watch. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to equip my respective stuff. If you guys, I forgot to mention, if you guys are using one-hander ability, like weapons, you do more damage while doing jump attacks.
Oh,
You can chain those
That's good to
effectively.
know.
Yeah, sorry.
How do
I haven't been the most
how do I
foretelling here.
change-
But I'm trying to get out whatever information I can now.
How do I change to a one weapon?
What about pets? Obviously not important, but sometimes, yeah.
Oh,
So,
F.
the team loves the idea of pets and mounts. I don't want to spoil too much.
Oh,
But
there we
yeah,
go. Pets
stay
and
tuned
mounts,
for
chat.
future big time updates.
Will there be
We do
weather
have a lot of cool
effects?
things we want to, you know, show you guys that we
Find
have
out.
in store.
Will there be weather effects like Elder Scrolls?
Ooh, I'm trying to think what I'm allowed to disclose. There are currently some weather effects right now in some parts of big time. Also, thanks
Okay.
for the subscription there,
There you go.
Appreciate
There
the
you go,
support.
Zach.
Yeah,
Sounds
if you
like
go to
there
one of
will
the
be.
areas, there's just like a snow effect going on right now. The team
What does
really
the
wants
rank
to
and
make this
level
a
of your
very
character
immersive
mean? So it's
experience.
basically
Again, I understand
see it
that, you know,
at the
this
bottom
is
of
still
the
early
screen.
access, but you know, for what it's worth,
Actually, you probably
I
can't
think
see.
it's pretty not bad for
My
early
thing's
access.
blocking it, but there's an experience bar right at the bottom of
Pretty
this,
good for early access. All right.
way
Let's go
down
forward.
there.
There he is. Awesome.
Oh,
Spoil away because
I
I'm
gotta
getting
go in.
hooked. Yeah, and again, big time wants to be free to play and not pay to win.
Yeah, guys,
That's
that's
I
pretty
think that's
dope,
a really
right?
like big selling point,
Free
right?
to
Because
play,
a lot of
not pay to win.
NFT, well, let me say a lot. There are some NFT projects out there that are trying to masquerade as a game, but they're really just trying to sell you their assets, right? In big time, you don't need to spend money at all. Even to earn NFTs, you don't need to spend money whatsoever. So I just want to hammer that away, like, you know,
Sign
kind
up,
of just,
let's go.
you know, because I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, but these passes are like, you know, thousands of dollars, you know, and etc., or hundreds of dollars, you know, in some cases. And, you know, the idea is you don't need to spend money.
Yeah,
But
chat,
if you want
so
to, you can. If
you
you wish
can
to, you know,
play
be a
the
part
full
of,
game
to earn
right
the big
now
time token,
by
or,
buying,
you know, engage with the big time economy
the
on a
VIP
much deeper
passes.
level.
But hey, gamer.
All right, let's do this, guys.
Appreciate that.
We have a much
follow.
better chance. So this
Let's
one's
go,
eliminate
go.
fauna on the top right of our screen. Something I should mention about big time adventures: these are procedurally generated. As you can
fauna.
see, kind of the route we're taking right now is a little different. Even our mission objective is different. If you look at the top right of our screen, eliminate 5 fauna. That's not the objective we had last time. I think the last one we had was like
Oh, look at
eliminate
that.
5
Revive
lieutenants,
all
or you
fallen
know,
comrades.
something about flowers, if I'm not mistaken. So it's important to, you know, note the game
Boom.
wants to add, you know, procedural generation, so infinite replayability. It also, you know, prevents us against botting, right? You know, if the layout of the adventures, if the mission objectives are
let's get
different,
up
if it
here.
goes to boss shit, you can't really script
Kill
for that.
some stuff. Thing good? Get some gold. It. Kill.
Yeah, big time
more
has a
fauna.
very strong no pay to win policy.
Get grinding.
Very strong no pay to win policy.
But yeah, so chat, what I was saying earlier is if you guys are wanting to play like early access right away, you can
Nice,
by
Tom. I
getting
just saw you
a
pull out the
VIP
finisher and
pass.
you just
Oh
smashed through
yeah,
all
yeah. There
But
you go.
all that really
Nice.
gives you
Awesome
is
work.
early access, and then you have a slightly higher drop rate for NFTs. Oh, dude, I'm dead.
Pick up these flowers. Oh, ape. Whoop. There you go. Got
Thank
some of
you.
those fat skills. And now you're seeing, like, yeah, having a well-designed and composed team does absolutely make the big difference, because, you know, you were on the low HP and we changed that.
Evading shrine.
Crypto Rec is asking, what's the game currency on the upper right-hand corner? So, the gold-looking
There we
coins
go.
are really
I
just
leveled
gold
up.
coins that allows you to interact
Oh, I
with
can
the
finally,
non-NFT items within Big Time.
Upgrade this.
Keep in mind, not every item in Big Time is an NFT.
And get the fire
There are non-NFT
blast.
items that allow you to have a combat advantage in the game.
So I think
And then
next
there'll be,
level, I'll be able to
other
get the
items in
AoE.
the game that
That'll
are
be
NFTs.
dope.
NFTs in Big Time, there's 2 different types.
Uh-oh.
There are cosmetic NFTs that make your
if I
you
saved
know,
them.
items look super dope. But they
Go.
do not give you stat advantages. And then you have utility-based NFTs that will allow you to interact with the big-time economy on a deeper level, such as upgrading NFTs, earning the big-time token, and much more. Also important to note, there are XP and loot ranges within the game. I think it's about 150 to 200 meters. So it is definitely ideal if we're relatively close to each other.
The stream, it shows the offline screen.
Oh, no, you weren't out of that range.
Figured I'd let you know.
It is worth noting, 'cause I know some people get like, oh my god, why is, this or that?
Why is that not working? Okay, let me try to...
All right, let's do that. Nice. So yeah, using the chopper, try getting used to the jump attacks. If you, I guess you're doing the super cool. What do you call it?
The finisher thing. But yeah, no, I'm gonna start using the
Okay, chat. Let me try to maybe end my...
Hey, what's up? Thanks for the follow, guys. Lomaz and Crazy Tyler. I know a few more jumped in earlier.
Start it.
I'm gonna go ahead and lure all these mobs. So what's cool about...
I might have to get like a new stream key or something.
Too much. I want you guys kind of like learn the game, or it's giving you guys too much free answers. But I'm gonna start luring a bunch of mobs.
I am live over on
me, so we can do one
YouTube
fat
if
kill.
Twitch is not.
Oh, it's a bit like in Call of Duty Zombies
working,
when you get a train going of zombies and then.
Exactly.
Nice.
Crazy's asking, are the graphics clarity going to improve before full release? So yeah, Big Time is going for a stylized, look, but yeah, the graphics will continuously be updated. This is not the full release of the game. As you can look at the bottom left-hand corner of the game, the build version is considered pre-alpha. Oh. That is my boys.
Yeah.
There we go. Here. Since these guys are running a little slow, we'll go ahead and just wipe them out over here. So something worth noting in Big Time, I don't think I really disclosed it earlier. Items that are dropping on the ground. Can you guys come to gray real quickly and just look where I'm at? Do you guys see this item in front of me? Dual edges tier 1.
Sorry. Yeah.
Wait, do you actually see the item in front of you? It's called dual edges tier 1.
It's over here for me, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah. No, that's
I don't
intentional.
see it here.
No, so yeah, with items in Big Time, there's 3 ways you can interact with it. You can either pick it up, of course. You can either hold down the left alt to view the full details. That lets you compare your the item on the ground with what you're currently using, as well as tell you the different requirements for using the said item. And the third one is sharing your item. So in Big Time, non-NFT items that are dropped, the ones that give you power and stats, they are instance-based. That means no one can see the items that drop in front of you. You can grab everything on the floor and not feel guilty. You also don't have to feel guilty if, like, let's say something really cool dropped, and you don't have to worry about someone begging, be like, oh my god, that's something I really needed. Can you give that to me? They're not gonna know because they don't see it. It's instance-based. It belongs to you and you alone. And again, that's really cool because you don't have to worry.
There we go.
About having to share things, or being maybe guilt tripped, or you don't have to worry about like, oh, I don't want to loot this guy's item because it's their item. Like, again, everything on the ground is instance-based.
That's good. That's
cool.
that's clever.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So I can share this item. You guys might be able to see it as soon as I share it in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Now you guys can see these dual edges tier 1 in front of it.
That's cool.
Huh.
Here's
that
some
means
more
all of these are
there you go.
Ledge City.
Like
good.
my...
Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining into this. Hey, it's
Thanks.
Matt. How's it going, Matt?
Hey.
So for those who don't know, Matt is our guild guy. He talks to all the really cool guilds, and
Hey, what's up, Matt?
helps with their introduction to the game.
Oh yeah, these characters know me. Good day,
okay,
good to see you guys. Unfortunately, I won't be able to hang out the whole time, but wanted to just make sure you guys all got connected.
No, it's going very well.
In.
We're killing many things.
Yeah, I think, Tom, as you can see, there's more mobs, but it's also a lot easier now to kind of go through these as we have more people with us.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
And what's cool, again, is because NFTs and non-NFT items are both, belonging to you and you alone, you ideally want to play with more people in a party, right? Because the more people that you have, the more, more mobs appear, and the more mobs that appear, the higher chance you get of getting NFTs. Right? Because your chance of getting an NFT from, 1 mob versus, like, let's say 10 mobs, higher when you have 10 mobs.
For sure.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Sick. Gotta level up. Alright, so let's answer some questions in chat. Luke is asking, is there a level of rank restriction when swapping pocket watches in Adventure?
Raphael,
no, there is not. But again, it is worth noting that if your pocket... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go to...
Oh, okay. Yeah, so someone was asking, is there a penalty of any sort when you're switching to different pocket watches
Something like that.
midway during an adventure? The answer is no. But if your pocket watch is at a much higher level, what you end up doing is you're screwing over your teammates over an XP, because again, XP penalty exists. You know, the larger the disparity between levels, the less XP lower levels get, and as a result, you're kind of just, you know, hurting everyone that way. So that's why you'll see me rarely switch to the high level pocket watch that I have, especially when playing with people over lower adventure level, because I don't want to screw them over. Leveling is most optimized when you're playing with everyone at the same level. Crazy Tyler says, are NFTs titled as so? Actually, yes, and it gets even more obvious than that. When an NFT drops, you'll see at the top of your screen, it makes, number one, the super, you know, obviously, you know, audible noise that you'll be able to identify, as well as it's at the top of your screen, NFT acquired. And the text of that color, when it says NFT acquired, dictates the rarity of the NFT. So if you see a green, you know, text color that says NFT acquired, it's a green NFT, it's a uncommon NFT. If you get a blue one, it's rare, you know, so on and so forth. Kami says, is it only an XP penalty for the low level people? The answer is yes. Yes, it is. But of course, if you're a high level player doing, you know, low level adventures, you're also going to be penalized in how much XP you can gain. Furthermore, I don't want to talk about this too much, but there are different parameters as to what encourages NFT drop rates. And if you're gonna be a person, you know, all you have to think about it like this. This is the best way I can explain it.
Ready for the giveaway?
You want to play the game the way the devs intended it to be played. And one way to not play the game as intended is being a high level, going to low level adventures and trying to like run through everything as quickly as possible, killing as little mobs as possible, and just like clearing it as quickly as possible, right? Like that's the ideal. Like that's not what you're supposed to be doing, because that's not the way the devs wanted it to be played. They spent their time meticulously crafting every asset, you know, crafting, you know, all these things that you see around you, and the last thing that they want to do is speed clearing. You know, so some people are having issues with, like, we've seen reports, you know, people say, oh, I'm not getting a lot of NFTs, but, you know, we're playing in a group of 6, but, you know, we asked them, well, is everyone within the same levels relatively? No. You know, and so you'll start seeing, you know, as you break these different, you know, parameters down, you'll see that, you know, there are ways to have a better chance at getting NFTs.
Okay.
Sorry, I kind of Ape and Tom, do you guys, does your chat have any questions so far based off of what they've seen?
One was, will there be swimming, sailing, ships, airships?
Oh, that's a so to my knowledge at this time, the answer is not yet. That's not to say that it's not ever going to happen, but that's something's like so far out in the future. I mean, yeah, I would not, just for reference, don't jump into this lake. Everyone that I've ever met enjoys jumping into the lake to see if you can swim, and the answer is no, that's going to instantly kill you. But that doesn't mean it won't ever exist. It just means that at this time it doesn't exist right now.
Cool.
And are there any plans at all to have it on mobile?
Yeah, so the idea right now is Windows PC initially.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be moving over and expanding into Mac and consoles.
Okay, cool.
And if the direction of development goes in a specific way, the community kind of like is driving the force behind some things over others, it may potentially go in the way of like how Fortnite ended up going to mobile, not by choice, but just by like, you know, just kind of how the stages worked, right? Like it's just a natural set of progression, you know, where okay, well we already expanded to this and that, and now we see this is another audience that works out, you know, we can do stuff like that. But no, at this time, the idea is,
what
happened?
I was like on fire or something.
That makes sense. All right, here you go. Here's a fat heal.
There we go. Let's go.
Awesome.
Yeah, guys, these Chronomancer seem really.
Oh yeah, if you hit the X button, X is an X-ray. You can do push-ups on the ground.
Oh yeah, good.
James asking, can you kill other players? The answer is, you know, not at this time. The team loves the idea of PvP. Again, it's important that, you know, certain features when they're introduced, it's done well, or else it ends up leaving a sour taste in everyone's mouth, right? And a lot of games, I'm sure some people here can relate, you know, PvP was implemented horribly, where it's one class V meta, and no other class stands a chance. Big Time wants to make sure that when, if and when PvP gets implemented, that it's done well, and it's done in a way that's enjoyable for everybody involved.
Ooh, it's got a shield.
Let's see. Oh, instant revive. I need 3 of light heal. Call Me says, I don't know, this somehow feels like a scam. I mean, again, listen, I get it. As a person who comes from the gaming space, I play a lot of Call of Duty, I play a lot of Overwatch, you know. I played other games of this nature. I get where you're coming from, but allow me to kind of introduce you to a different perspective, okay? Number one, the game's gonna be free to play. So, all you have to do is not spend money, and that's really it, right? Like then you don't feel like you've ever lost out anything. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you can earn NFTs for free without spending any money whatsoever. Number two, if I could put this to an analogy, because I'm the kind of person who spends hundreds of dollars into video games as is, on cosmetics especially. Okay? Imagine Counter-Strike Go, or CSGO, or like Valorant, or Overwatch, or Call of Duty selling a cosmetic pack, whether it be a certain gun, whether it be a certain character, whether it be certain equipment that makes you look super cool. That already exists in those respective games.
Stuff for small.
But what if I told you?
What do you mean by that?
Whatever
Mercury?
you paid in that game has a limited quantity. So instead of
what
there
kind of
being
stuff
like,
are you wondering about?
how many people buy it, that's how many of them exist. There will only ever be a set quantity of it. So maybe it might only be 100, let's say like Pharah skins, from Overwatch, or maybe like only 200 League of Legends, skins for like
Does anyone know if
that will ever
Twitch
exist,
is working
period.
properly?
And then if you want to, you can sell that to other players. That's really the beauty of what NFTs within big time. It's not meant to give you power. It's not meant to make you pay to win. It gives you
I don't know if it's
the
working
right
right or
and the
not.
advantage to sell your assets if you want to. And again, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't have to spend money in big time to play the game, because big time does not want to be pay to win.
Happening.
Oh, Call Me Dono says don't put. Yeah, no, guys, don't put your emails in chat. No one said to put emails in chat. We said big time username, not email. Whoever's putting emails in chat, that is 100%. I mean,
Alright, well, I'm gonna have
that's
to
not gonna help us actually.
fix Twitch.
Oh shoot. They're aggroed on me, Ape. Do you mind grabbing Tom on revives? If possible.
I'm
Okay,
stuck.
I guess now they're aggroed on you.
There we go.
Go grab him. You got it. Here, I'm pulling aggro. I
Easy
forgot. Yeah, I can
peasy.
do this and stuff.
Easy peasy.
There you go.
I do think,
Cool.
it's really, really good that it's literally free to play. Because so many NFT games, the barrier to entry is just obscene in comparison to the real life game world. You might pay maximum 30, 40 pounds, or I don't know, $50 on Steam or something. But then NFT games, some of their NFTs are, thousands of dollars, and just to play a game that you want, it's ridiculous. So it's so good that this is literally a really good game that is entirely free to play. So big respect.
Thank you. And I guess that leads me to asking you guys a great question. What got you guys into being open to NFT games? You got me asking.
Yeah. So I've been involved in crypto only for about 3 years or so. It was initially for the first couple of years literally just trading margin and futures. Just that was my life. And then
see black screen on the Twitch. Yeah, so it looks like Twitch is not working right.
People in sort of online communities and things.
Unfortunately.
And then it was actually I invested in a few small sort of startup NFT games. And met a few people there, and just fell in love with it. I
you
really
can
like the
add your big
concept
time
and the feeling of
usernames
ownership
in
of an
this
NFT.
chat.
I think NFTs
but
are really, just
for the
in their
best
infancy, especially
chance,
with
also go
gaming.
at it in the big time
and
Twitch channel.
And then
I'll pull it up here.
The gaming guild thing came along, and it's just taken off since there, really. Yeah.
That's awesome. What about you, Ape? How'd you get
here, chat?
What allowed you to be open to NFTs? Because I know it seems like you're coming from a game background as well, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or at least based off of the games that I've seen you play.
Yeah. Just like traditional gamer kind of all my life and everything. And I had always kind of heard of like NFTs, and I got into crypto, a bit over a year ago. And and so like I had always heard about like NFTs as, like artwork or collectibles and that sort of thing. So I kind of like, I understood the appeal of it in that sense. But to me, I was like, oh, like it's, it's just a fad. It's like collecting
Yeah.
pogs or something like that. And then as soon as I heard about like NFTs as game assets, that's where I was like, there was just like the connection was like, wow, okay, like that's real utility. And like you were saying, like I know people spend thousands of dollars on characters and items and things like that in like WoW and Diablo, even though it's not technically within their terms of service and that sort of thing, but people have already been doing this for like decades. And by introducing NFTs, it just allows people to like freely, like openly do that on multiple marketplaces and stuff, and actually be able to like own their items and be able to sell it without worrying about their accounts being banned, or just having the game like putting all this money into a game and not having any value outside of it, essentially.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, so that was my like kind of understanding initially, and then I started getting into some of the games and learning a bit more about ecosystems and talking to the teams and stuff. And yeah, so it's great to see, like Matt had jumped in here earlier. I was talking with him earlier this week or later last week, and that was one of the things that I was saying to him was like, it's nice to see this sort of like approach and model where it is just like cosmetic NFT items, and there isn't like this just pay to win aspect to it. It's a lot more accessible, and I think the way that you guys are doing it, where people can use their credit card to get started and to buy NFTs and things like that without having to set up the exchange accounts and the wallets and all of that, it makes it so much easier to like onboard people from traditional gaming into the NFT space, or at least allow them to like try it out without feeling like it's something like overly complicated, right? Like most NFT games and stuff, it's pretty complicated for someone who's never been in the space to understand, like, okay, I just want to play this game. They're used to, all gamers are used to in-game currencies, and if they want to like buy items or whatever with real money, you put your credit card in, you can buy stuff on the market. Like that's been around for ages. But when you tell people about NFT games and you're like, okay, first go set up an exchange account on XYZ exchange, then create a wallet for your browser, and then like fund your exchange account, send money to your wallet, and then buy stuff on this market. Like there's so many additional steps that complicate it, and so I think you guys are doing a great job at kind of a boarding process.
Awesome. Yeah, no, thank you. Absolutely, we love to hear it. And thanks so much for giving us your insight into it, because yeah, as someone who, again, coming from the gaming space as well, it just, if I had the ability to sell half the cosmetics that I ever paid for in every other game that I've ever like spent money onto, I wouldn't be down as much as I am now. Like I think I've easily spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars into these into games where the cosmetics, I mean, they were cool and I don't regret them, but like it'd be nice if there was someone said, well, there's only X quantity of that existing and you can resell that. And you can sell it for whatever you think the market value should go for it, because it's so it's verifiably rare, so I just love that idea.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
Valorant skins, for example. The amount of Valorant skins that I have that I don't know, just tied to like an account or an email. That I think
Oh my God,
a
I'm
lot
dead.
of games just
I'm
missing
dead.
out big time.
Oh my God, I got
big
smoked.
time, nice. I'm missing out, on the whole sort of ownership and limited edition NFT stuff.
Sure. Oh, Tom, do you mind grabbing up APEcoach? I'm grabbing Ever
Oh, yeah.
right now. Just watch out for the ranged attacks. I'm trying to.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, if you put your username
We're
in
finding
there,
ourselves a
you
little bit
should
in a
be
pickle.
Well, there's a
entered
lot of them,
in.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have aggros, which I did now, but okay. You guys can just run back up to the hill. Okay, there we go. Awesome.
Boom.
All right, guys, we'll probably be doing that call out soon, probably towards the end of the boss stream, just because this is too hectic right now to count. But I think right now, between the 3 streams, it looks like we're at a total of 41, rounded down to 40. That's
dying.
4, and then I think you guys had like about 10 each on each of you guys' streams, so we're looking at a total of 6 VIP pass giveaways.
There we
Again,
go,
if
chat.
more people show
6
up, we'll be able to give out more
giveaways.
VIP
VIP passes.
So if you guys can, now's the perfect opportunity to share that experience while we're in the middle of dying. And yeah,
Oh,
we can
man.
kind of get this settled.
All right, chat. So make
I'm
sure you're
running very
posting
slowly. Is this
your
like
A debuff? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
make sure you're posting
I
your
forgot about
big time
trees.
usernames.
Good idea.
Oh yeah, I threw a
Not
tweet.
your
I threw a push
emails.
from the tree.
Oh, dude, I
But
can't.
be careful.
I can't get out.
Uh,
I got rolled.
Alright, Tom, I'm gonna draw aggro. Are you able to grab our boy?
yeah. Yeah.
Let me go ahead and
I'm coming.
draw their aggro, and I'm gonna switch to a Time Warrior soon. So Tom, I should have mentioned
Alright,
earlier,
here
you're
we
playing
go.
Time Warrior. You
Yeah.
should focus on getting the whirlwind ability as quickly as possible, and the minimum level to do that is like level 7. You need to have like 2 and 2 points into like a bunch of skills. So
Oh no, I had the option to get it, but I got Cal troops instead.
don't worry,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
good.
show you where you missed out. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll show you what you missed out on in a second. As soon as I can get one of these things out.
Boom. They're big old tank bugs.
All right, if you come to gray, I just threw a tree of life down.
Okay. How long does this debuff last? Because
If you're getting hit by it non-stop, it's gonna last quite a bit.
Oh god, run.
So
No.
try to avoid getting hit by it. I'm pulling a lot of aggro where I'm at right now,
Yo, I just got
and we'll be able to
smoked.
help out with that soon. So right now, guys, we're
How
at
do
6
I-
Ruby VIP passes because there's a total of about 60-ish participants between the different streams. So if you guys can, make sure to share this stream right now while you have a
Go.
chance to, and then we can
Yeah,
get
chat.
out
Make
more-
sure you're
shoot,
sharing this
frick.
with everyone. We're gonna be doing the giveaway and all that
Stupid
jazz.
flux. Gray's down right now.
yeah, something's
Oh no. Oh,
my
dude,
guy.
I'm stuck.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah.
APEcoach. You're our only hope.
Abe, if you go back to the initial spawn, there's a revive shrine available.
All right.
Tom,
What
Tom, you're
direction
gonna-
is
you're gonna
that?
Back from whence we came. So if you can make it, let's see, where are you? Go all the way to the top of the hill that you were just at earlier. Oh, no.
No, I got smoked.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. No worries. So yeah, these
a
adventures
good night,
definitely
B-Dog.
are tougher. Again, we only had 3
Hey, what's up,
people,
Cyberfox?
and usually there should be, ideally 6.
If you're just getting on,
And also
make
with
sure
6,
you
we
make
also
an
get
account
more
here.
rewards too, because there's slightly more mobs. But they do come out a little bit easier as a result. What I did want to show you though, Tom, real quickly.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we're now at 45 viewers on the main big time stream.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go ahead and let's call it 46. You know what? Let's wait a little bit longer. Maybe we can probably bump the numbers up, and then we can probably give out another VIP pass.
All right, guys,
Sweet.
get everyone in
All right, so-
here.
Yeah, if you want to, Tom, really quickly. This is the whirlwind, what it looks like,
What?
and it just
No
wipes
way.
the floor with enemies. Yeah.
That is sick.
Oh,
You need a
whoa.
minimum of level 7, I believe, to get here.
Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't.
If you want to, you can still reset your skills. You want to follow me, Tom? Show you it real quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. It's that. I can see it.
All right, I guess we'll do the shout out right now, or I guess we'll do the content. So again, the next 6 people who,
All right,
again,
guys.
nft.bigtime.gg, make your account there. The next 6 people who post in their big time username, once I put a dot in chat, will be eligible for the Ruby VIP pass. You need to post your big time NFT marketplace, ID. So as soon as I put a dot in chat, or a couple of dots in chat, we will be able to assign those people. So get your guys' copy and paste ready. Get your guys' fingers ready. We're gonna get ready.
Guys,
in 3,
get your username.
2, 1. Oh, by the way, this is in the Big Time Studios chat. This is in the Big Time Studios
Yeah,
chat. so
I'm
you
just
can
gonna
Big
check
Time
announce
it over.
it to-
Studios.
Yeah, so my GameFi Squad Twitter as well. Head to GameFi. No, sorry, Big Time Studios Twitch stream. Have your
Hey, everyone.
Big
Head
Time
here
username
and
ready to
enter
put in
your
their
big
chat.
time username.
As soon as
Okay.
a
Great,
full
puts a
stop
dot in
appears.
chat. Yeah,
Um,
or a period.
yeah,
Yeah, full
there you go.
stop.
Cool.
Get ready for
All
when
right,
he
guys.
answers the
We're gonna be
period.
doing that full stop. We're gonna give you guys a chance to kind
Get in
of
there, get
consolidate
in
and
there.
get in. In 3, 2, 1. Whoop.
Let's
I
go.
don't know if that showed up. There we go.
There you go. There's it is. See, you just
And-
post your
All right,
username,
perfect. That's
and
logged.
there you go.
Nice. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, for being so
Hey,
generous.
Lady Lee.
I don't have
What's
enough
good, what's good?
gold, so I was wondering if I could trade you some things. So I've got some synthesium ore, or some gold ore, or some
Oh,
platinum ore.
You can sell it down at these vendors down below.
Oh my gosh, I've been wondering about that. Amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. You can right click on them. Ape, did you want to sell any items that you may have came across as well?
Sure.
Here, I'll go ahead and get a summon potion ready for. Actually, I'm too cheap. I'm gonna use my teleportability for my Chronomancer instead.
Perfect. Go
Oh,
away.
what? Did
Oh.
I just give them to him for free?
No, if you right click on it, it automatically just gives you some of the cash. Just gonna right click on it over here. I'll
Oh,
drop
yeah.
some for you. Here. How much are you away from 1,000?
Hold on. I 206 gold.
That's how much. Okay, if you come to Gray, tell I'm gonna drop some items for you to sell.
Oh, hi, Gray. Thank you very much.
Are you able
What's
to
up?
drop money?
Nope. Nope.
Thank you.
No.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've got enough now. Cool. I've also, yeah. I can sell my rubbish. This is great.
So chat, who's all entered their user?
By the way, guys, the usernames have been logged already. The 6 we already have. I'll be honest, I haven't read it yet, but I'm sure it's. Let me check the screenshot.
See who got it, chat.
So I posted 3 dots in chat.
Flying Taco.
Oh, now more people show up. Could have given out more. All right, we had
Face,
a Flying
Astro-
Taco, Cool Face, DNCR, Capsecki, Astria. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, let's
4,
go, Az.
5, 6.
You got
and the
one.
Crypto Wreck was the 6th one. And by the way, APEcoach and I saw you also posted it as well. It is worth noting, Ape and Tom DeFi, we can still, if you guys want to schedule another streaming session with us, we can absolutely still do this in the future.
Okay.
So this isn't the first and last time. So if you guys
Yeah, that'd be
absolutely,
dope.
if you guys do the streaming thing with us, we can do the streams in that way. Because
Cool,
I do
cool,
know, I'm
cool.
sure you guys have viewers who probably still want to get in on it, and this is one way to greatly do that. Of course, by the way, it is worth noting that you guys can only win the Ruby VIP passes once. After that, if it's found that someone posted in their username twice, then that's just a Ruby pass gone. Well, I guess we can always add it. Yeah. I mean, that's really it, because it's hard to be say like, oh yeah, we'll just add it into the next future stream. All right, so are you guys down to do another adventure, or because I know our time technically speaking together is almost up, but I don't want to hold you guys up if you guys have stuff to do.
I might need to get going, as it's nearly 4 a.m. here and it's starting to get light.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, okay. Jeez.
No, but no, I stay up late
Grinding.
anyway. But honestly, yeah, it's been so good, and yeah, another stream sometime would be epic, because I love this.
Sounds
Yeah.
great.
Cool.
What about you as well, Ape? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm down to run a little bit more.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, Tom,
All right,
would you like to
chat.
stay with us until the end of the session? You have 9 minutes. You can just bop out of the adventure midway. Up to you. I don't want to hold you up if you.
I mean, I'll probably call it a day if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
'cause,
just
yeah. Otherwise, I don't want to turn nocturnal. But honestly, it has been epic. Thank you so much. And yeah, and obviously, I'll chat to you sort of in the little Telegram and Discord groups that we've got. And yeah, this will not be the last stream that we do, and certainly not the last time. Well, I'll be playing big time 24/7 shortly, and I'm looking forward to the full release immensely. So thank you.
Absolutely, no, it's my pleasure. And yeah, thanks so much for joining us, Tom. Yeah, feel free to schedule yourself in. Again, for those who are part of Game DeFi, thank you so much for joining us. You guys can still hang out, ask the questions you guys may have about the game. But also, I believe Tom will be scheduling another session with us in the future, so you guys will still be able to still win for Ruby VIP passes. Even if you're just following our Twitch, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be even streaming. We will be doing each play and stream that we do, based off of the total viewers across all the streams. We will be providing Ruby VIP passes at a 1 to 10 ratio.
Who wants me to do
So
another
let's say
stream?
there's a total of
Give you guys
100
a chance
viewers.
to
That's
win it.
10 Ruby VIP passes that we're giving out. Okay.
Sweet, amazing, good. Well, thanks very much again. Have a good sesh, dudes, and speak soon.
Yeah,
Thanks so much. and
yeah
thanks
have
for
a good one,
joining us.
Tom.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Anyone from here? As one,
Also,
I
switch to
saw
the
that.
Fixer just so we have a little bit of support. For those who are still posting their usernames in chat, I love the enthusiasm. I don't think it's gonna work right now, but we'll be here to, you know, if you guys have questions about Big Time, don't hesitate to.
Yeah, guys, if you have any questions about it,
I got an invite to meet the team via Twitter, but I don't know what to do. LOL. What should I do? Namu had your answer. I would say reach out to. If you're in the Big Time Discord, I would say to reach out to Shirley. Or maybe even Matt, or even myself. My name is Gray in Discord, in the Big Time Discord. You can just ping me in there, send me a message, send me the screenshots of whatever, you know, correspondence you're referring to, and I can refer you to the right person.
Oh yeah, chat, this
Danica
guy's so much better.
Typo my username. Well, were you a part of the thing? Let me check. Danica, you did not make the cut. But that doesn't mean that you won't ever make the cut. There's still a possibility, you know, for us to still make this happen. So don't stress it.
Oh, you can heal yourself.
A lot of the channels in Big Time have been disabled, like the community art board. Any idea when they'll be back? Community art board was for a specific contest that we had going on. I believe that contest is now over. I'll ask them that in chat, but I would recommend throwing it in suggestions or feedback. I know we also have what do you call it? A Big Time forum that we recently launched, and what the team is doing with that is they are pooling every single like very well thought out, constructive post inside of that community forum, and they're going to be using that to kind of gauge the direction of where the community goes, right? Because how do you measure community sentiment, right? Like that's always a question that a lot of people always have questions about. And the answer is, you know, by logging everything, by having data points, you know, by saying like, well, we know for a fact that we had, you know, X number of concerns or inquiries about this specific subject, you know, like 2 days ago. Yeah, check out our forums for people who have suggestions and feedback. Arab says, mine's also matched. I guess it got lagged. I typed it before I did. Again, guys, it was if you typed it in during the dot phase. I'm gonna double check the stream regardless. But to my understanding, because my screenshot may be a little off. I posted a bunch of dots. I saw a flying taco, cool face. Danica, you're gonna have to send me a DM on Discord. It's a gray hashtag 9404. Yeah, I got your username as DNCRSZCT. I don't know if that's correct. You may want to go ahead and message me out on Discord about that real quick, right now, actually, as we speak, before I submit these names in. I also have Capseki, Atreya, and CryptoRec. I believe those are the 6. So I'm going to keep that in chat for a little bit for myself.
Go as. Love it.
All right. Let's go on ahead. Oh, nice. You're going to see the Wanderer. So again, as we mentioned earlier,
What can we
Big
know
Time is
about
procedurally
plans?
generated.
Okay.
So it's always going to be changing with the enemies that we kind of come across, the layout of the adventures, even the objective right now. It's just destroy Wanderers. And you can see there's a Wanderer in front of us right now. Oh, eight. Shoot.
I'm on fire.
It's okay, I got you, buddy. On the way. Shoot. Shut up.
Another stream. This is great. Alright,
damn, this stupid little bug. I'm trying to get better at jump attacking, which for a good while. All right, stay still. I'm gonna use your body as a shield. Cool. So again, bodies can actually block projectiles. So if he shoots a missile at us,
pretty dope.
There you go. Now you're healed up. How can we get the passes? I can wait. Just wondering if this is posted. No, there's no wallet situation.
Drops a little trap,
we're gonna be sending them straight to your Big Time NFT marketplace. It's not gonna be done immediately, by the way. Just worth noting, we are collecting a list, and then they'll be sent that all at once. That's to my understanding how that's gonna work. But so long as you know your name was called out, then that's you know, that's good where it's at.
Got caught on the backswing.
Ah, frick. Oh, jeez.
There we go. Done.
Here, I'll let you go ahead and have the pleasure of doing an execution on that Mega Clock, because if you don't, he's gonna get back up and try to attack us again. Go up to him and interact. There we go. There's a heal.
Boom.
Awesome. Hopefully an NFT, no NFT. No worries. Alright.
I had someone ask about clans. What are clans all going to be able to do?
Yeah, so there's going to be a way to do resource monitoring or management for that matter, because you know a lot of guilds are going to be kind of pooling their spaces together. Into what capacity? You know, we haven't really publicly disclosed that information yet, but we will have that available at a different time. Let me get that right.
Okay.
So as a Shadow Blade, your bread and butter is being stealthy and behind scenes. If you haven't already, make sure you have the backstab ability, and if you do, backstab only works if you're behind them, like directionally.
Right,
so
right.
in order to do that, you have to be behind them directionally. The easiest way to do that is to have the poof ability. Poof lets you reduce your aggro rating. Doesn't mean anything if you're by yourself, by the way, because it only reduces aggro rating, not remove entirely. And then you'll be able to do your backstabs that way. And you'll see, like here, I got the aggro. There you go, one shot, one kill.
Nice.
Danica, will I create a ticket? No, you don't create a. Send it to Gray. Like, send me a message on Discord, Danica. Make sure you send me your correct, like, big time username credentials. DM sent, Sir Gray. Nah, I will check that out after the stream is over. Still lagging the stream. I don't know why.
So,
it could be your download quality. And also our upload quality is a little bit higher. I do know that if that download and upload has to be relatively the same. So if you tried setting the stream to a lower quality resolution, you should be able to view the stream a little bit more smoothly. Gamers asking what's the use of Ruby VIP passes. Ruby VIP passes allow you to enter the game in early access before the general public, allowing you to earn NFTs before the rest of the public launch. So when we go to public launch, you know, we're expecting, you know, we may be going into like, you know, millions of players. Potentially, you know, or, you know, a high number of players. Put it that way. We have a lot of people who are super stoked about the game. And when that comes around, obviously, you know, with so many people, NFT supplies will be dropped out. Of course, we'll be introducing more NFTs as time goes on. But if you are able to earn an NFT before, before we release that to the public, that gives you a huge advantage in getting these rare resources. Because again, the beauty of NFTs is that we know for a fact that there is a set supply number of NFTs that will ever exist per NFT.
Dude, I'm stuck. Go.
Right,
how do I get out of here?
On Discord. I know some people just messaging us now. Yamu, Onigiri. Who's Onigiri? Okay. Got you, buddy. Got that. Let's see.
Chat, I like how the movement here is so much better than something like WoW. So much quicker.
Remember, guys, just want to give a quick shout out. Game DeFi was streaming with us earlier. Make sure to check out their Twitter. Actually, thank you so much for that. Princess Aragon, that actually works perfectly great. Yeah, make sure to check out their Twitter, their socials. You know, theAPEcoach also as well. You know, I believe it's APEcoach on YouTube and theAPEcoach on Twitch. So make sure to give them a fat follow and support our influencers here. Because we're here collectively, and as they grow and as we grow, and it just everyone benefits.
I'm getting stuck. There we go.
$38K viewers, I wish. We were close to, I think we've almost hit close to 50 before, and or I think we did for a brief moment. We need to do fauna. Ooh, slight lag. LF. I sent a DM. I got your DM, Danica. No worries. Taken care of. Gamer says, can we earn tokens during early access? The answer to that is no. No, you cannot earn tokens in early access. Danica, I got your DM. Don't worry.
Okay.
You're good to go. I guess Danica has a very delayed stream because I said that about close to 30 minutes ago. That's okay though. Oh, Ape, how are you liking the game so far? Otherwise,
it's pretty good. I was just saying to my chat, like, I like the movement a lot in this, like how you can actually move around really quick and jump around, like compared to something like WoW where it's like all like so like linear, slow kind of thing. But no, it's really nice, and it's wicked to actually have like something that feels like a legit game, you know. It's not
to a project masquerading as a game.
Yeah, and it's not a card battler, because that's 90% of NFT games right now. So
Right.
it's yeah, this is cool.
An actual product that's actually again big time's goal is game first NFT. Okay, Ape, I'm gonna try to draw their aggro and see if you can do a backstab behind them. Yes, the winners have been chosen, Cress. Again, I have a screenshot of it. I have to just double check the stream just to make sure those texts are accurate, but I'm pretty sure I've called them out.
I got smoked
Already. And again, the important thing is making sure you guys follow the right, steps, making sure
dude,
that
I
it's
am
done
getting
properly.
lit by all of these projectiles.
Yeah, they're aggroed onto me. Just get behind them. Oh no, I was hoping you would have poofed these tank bugs. These tank bugs are a lot more deadlier. Frick.
Oh god. Oh dude, I got smoked.
Did you get hit by the what do you call it? The bullets when he was trying to? So basically,
Yeah, I was getting hit by
pretty
like
hard.
every projectile.
No worries. This is where this comes in handy. I can switch to a different pocket watch.
That is
And
wild.
if my character would just rest. Oh my god.
Chat,
This
we
is
might
dumb.
get smoked here. Excited for this? Yeah,
Okay.
man, that's wicked.
It's fine. There's a revive shrine here, thankfully.
You are dead.
Run away.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go switch to a time warrior. If you can just not die for one fat moment. I'm gonna run. Nice. What's the minimum requirement specs to play? We have a wiki.bigtime.gg. It is worth noting that we do have people who are below the minimum requirements who are still playing the game without an issue right now. Aaron says, when are you going to announce the winners? The winners of, I have to check on our end. It's me entered on the back end though, so. Yeah, the winners have been announced earlier. Unless the Twitch stream, like the past broadcast, shows some level of discrepancy, I will review the Twitch footage again just to make sure that everything was right, because I was basing it off the overlay, which to my knowledge is still as accurate as everything else is. So.
Boom. Oh my god, I got smoked.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Alright, let me go ahead and use my
Late.
whirlwind.
Me. Dude, that whirlwind thing is nuts.
Alright, come on. Stop backing up. Take some damage. Please. I'm gonna go ahead and stun
Thing's
him.
wild.
I need to. Oh, dude, no way.
Oh, he's
No way.
stuck. Stuck. Might be the end.
Jesus, I can't switch fast enough.
So
All right.
close.
It's okay. I mean, that's how these things are. They are a lot harder if you're not playing in a full squad, where we have like a tank who can draw aggro, where we have a support player who's dedicated on support, where we have a long range player debuffing the enemies and so on. Such as Big Time. But
For
hopefully that shows you guys that Big Time is not going to be an easy game in the slightest, unless you have like more people with you.
For sure.
All right. Well, I guess that more or less concludes our stream. Does anybody else have any questions? Do you have any questions specifically, Ape? You or your viewers?
Let's see. Guys, do any of you have any final questions here? So I know I had already discussed a lot of my questions that I had initially with Matt earlier, so I'm just trying to see if anyone else can think of, or anyone else is wondering. Let me know, chat.
We'll give him some time as well while we're at it.
Yeah.
Make the background.
What's this like battle cry that the guy does when you press B? Does that do
Oh,
anything?
that's just it's just a. Not really.
Okay.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. They're working on more emotes. That's all I can tell you. But yeah, I mean, there's some cool ones. One you'll see often is hitting the H button as in hotel. It throws a flare up in the sky. Lets people know where you are. So let's say you're looking for somebody and you guys are far away from each other. This kind of helps identify, where you
That's
guys
cool.
are.
Yeah. It's cool. Will there be player houses and guild bases and or ships to buy?
So the quote-unquote guild bases, if you will, is going to be done via the space NFTs. Those do actually cost money. And the spaces, you'll be using that to, help yourself earn tokens, upgrade NFTs, and other variety of means. Let me just answer some quick questions. Oh shoot, someone asked a bunch of questions. Can you buff up massively swapping between all your tunes? No, I tried that. No, you can't. No, so you see this gate of mitigation, which prevents you from getting hit pretty hard. I tried throwing down a gate and then switching to a different, pocket watch, and yeah, the answer was that gate just became nullified. Like the graphic still showed up, but the effect did not give you the effect. Like a single player giving the party every buff. No, you can't do that effectively. The buffs will wear off.
Okay. Will there be world bosses?
Ooh, that's a great question. So at this time, there are not, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. Yeah, I can't disclose much more than that at this time.
All right, so there you go, guys.
At least I can't follow.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly, yeah. What's great about Big Time is that, as ideas that are great come in, they'll be gradually implemented into the game. Again, the initial focus is that nice cooperative PvE experience, and I guess a world boss really does fit in with that. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. As time goes on, the team wants to set expectations low and blow them out of the water when they come out. Let's put it simply, right? I think too often we hear too many, great, things from a lot of games. I think we can all think of a game that we've all knew that said, "Oh yeah, we're doing this," like 16 times the details,
Yeah.
Yeah, and all for it to fall flat, So Big Time will be realistic, with its expectations as to what it wants to provide, and it's why I'm not going to be able to disclose too much to you guys beyond, what is in the pipeline, what is enjoyed. Because that would be doing disservice to everybody here, right? To the developers who's, feel like, oh shoot, now we got to start implementing this thing quickly, etc. And also to you guys as well, because if they can't make the timelines in time, then that also, makes you guys feel upset or feel like you guys were, cheapened out of something. So
yeah,
it's important to make sure that, we set the expectations as realistic as possible. If not even maybe estimating what we can do. So that we can provide more for you guys in the future.
Under promise, over deliver.
Exactly.
Do weapons and armor need repair?
No.
Okay.
No.
There you go. When are they going to add in a sensitivity scroller?
In the near future, probably towards launch. Yeah, I know you were telling me about.
Yeah, yeah. I've got to
I
gotta like swap between mouse profiles and stuff. But then when I'm like out of game, it's like it takes me 15 swipes to move my mouse across the screen.
Yeah, I am thankful that I quickly adjusted or adapted to this activity, and I go back to Call of Duty, and I'm like, oh, thank God, it's not too messed up on that end.
Yeah, I play COD on like super low sense, and so like when
that makes sense.
Yeah, so like when I got onto this, I was like flying around with like the
Too
slightest
high,
mouse
yeah.
movement. Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I'm not used to this.
You're
But,
right. No, I think my DPI for COD is about 1,000 with my sensitivity at like 8, which is considered relatively high compared to I think you're probably playing at 500 DPI. I'm assuming, right?
I was at 400, but
shoot.
I recently switched to 1600, but with I think a 2, maybe like 2.2 or 2.5 cents in game.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's insane. I'm telling you. Raybert's asking, will Mac version come out as well? The answer is yes. But if you have PC, you can probably play like using Boot Camp or Wino. I think these are like Mac to Windows emulators. Crazy's asking, is there going to be an update roadmap at some point in time? Yes, at some point in time. Danica's asking, will there be a mobile version? It's not initially planned for. That doesn't mean it won't happen. It's just, the focus right now is Windows PC, then Mac/consoles, and then by way of, community direction and development, we may start seeing mobile as well. It's harder to implement. Mobile isn't really, with all the buttons and all the stuff, you know, it is a little tougher. I guess you can, it's touchpad, but yeah, it's a little tougher to implement mobile. Like coding isn't like, you know, just convert, you know, from Windows to Mac. You know, there's a lot of things to to factor into.
Yeah, and realistically, there's not a lot of games in general that you play on a Mac, like especially MMORPG.
Right.
It's not the most common thing. So,
but the team will support it, and you know, for those who are currently, you know, who get into the game before then, don't forget there are emulators out there. Do at your own risk. I'm not advocating for one over the other, but really there isn't. You know, yeah, do it. You're you know, you're responsible for whatever, etc. Someone's asking if there's gonna be a mini map. Great question. The answer is, you know, the team wants to expand upon navigational UI interface. This is in the future, so we'll see how that goes out. It is worth noting that we do temporarily have compass headings, so I didn't really get good into it during the stream, but you will be able to see, like, you know, where mobsters are and where certain things are at the top of your compass heading, and as you turn it around, you can kind of see like where your teammates are located, as well as enemies and monsters and mission objectives you get to do.
Cool. Someone saying, I heard last AMA there will be another game mode added before early access ends. Is that still happening?
I can't publicly disclose that, unfortunately. I know the AMA said it, but that doesn't mean we can't really, you know, talk too much about it. Because if I said yes and it doesn't happen, you know, then it ends up, you know, getting people super hyped for. So, you know, we'll take it step by step.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil too much too early, you know, because it does put a lot of pressure on the devs.
Yeah. How about when's the next AMA?
Unfortunately, that information I don't have. The people who do AMAs, they're working on operating on a different schedule than I am.
Okay.
I can only tell you my play-in streams and maybe some of the play-in streams of one of the other English speakers, but that's really about it.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Matt says next AMA is Friday.
Friday? Okay. Oh, I think I saw that one. That's Big Yield Games or something like that.
It may be. Matt is in Big Time Studios chat, so if anyone, yeah, Matt says we'll be chatting about the game economy.
Yeah.
So that's the topic for the Friday upcoming with, yeah, like you said, yeah, BYG.
Big Yield Guild. There it is. All right, chat. So coming up Friday, I believe that's 1 p.m. Eastern. You guys in like the Philippines, I believe that'll be like a.m. unfortunately, but yeah, I'll be tuning into that for sure, and I'll try to keep you guys on hold on the phone so I can only type. Gray and theAPEcoach are love it.
Love it, Matt. I mean, by the way, so is Game DeFi. They were also with us here earlier today. They unfortunately, it was 4 a.m. their time. Completely understandable as to why he had to peace
grinding, putting in the real gamer.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. All right.
Dope.
Well, any other questions that you guys have? Yourself personally, maybe, or any final statements? You want to throw your socials out there in chat?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everything just at theAPEcoach. The only thing that's different is YouTube, and it's just APEcoach. Someone took the.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's like some random channel, I think, with like no videos and stuff. But yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's where you can find me. And then we also have like the Six Pack Gaming Discord as well. You can feel free to hop in there. It's linked on all my socials and stuff as well. So if you guys want to, you know, stay informed with what I'm getting up to, feel free to jump into the Discord or, you know, just subscribe to the socials and keep everything updated. But yeah.
Let's hear it. Well, yeah. Thanks so much for joining us there, APEcoach. Appreciate it.
Thank you for walking us through all this, taking us through the boss, revving me like 100 times.
No, hey, listen. It's definitely an experience, and if we were able to get the other two who weren't able to join in to join us, it would have been a much more enjoyable experience.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, by the way, it is worth noting, if you do want to do a rescheduled stream in the future, if you have any of, let's say, your fan, your fan members, members of your community, who also have a decent size, following or so, and they want to stream the game too, you can absolutely schedule them in with you. Just make sure you send them the link that I think you probably have on Calendly. If you need the link again, just let me know. And yeah, you can schedule it in, because what we do is basically we do time slots of like 5 people per time slot. So you would have to do one from your link, and then they'll have to do one from that same link as well. And then yeah, that way we can collectively get a whole team. So we can absolutely get some of your members of your community to join a part of the staging experience.
Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely let everyone, and hopefully next time. Yeah, I know a lot of people in the chat were saying that they wanted me to do another one and stuff, and a lot of people were tuning in towards the end saying they just woke up and everything. So we'll see if we can do another one at maybe a different time, guys, and I'll let you guys know ahead of time as well. Will purchasing NFT skins be limited to 1 per account? No, so like all the items and stuff are NFTs, right? And they're all like cosmetics. So the weapons, the armor.
Yes. So what you and I are wearing right now are not NFTs, right? So there's 2 different types of equipment in the game. You have the non-NFT equipment that gives you stats and bonuses that makes you stronger, right? So that's the stuff that you and I have on right now. And the NFT ones are only purely cosmetic. So I'll equip one right now just to give you an example. What it looks like. This is an NFT.
Cool.
The item, this red sword. That has like this special dope effect, and yeah, this one does not give me any special effect, advantages in the game besides looking super cool and making people feel bad. So
wicked.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no, it's super cool. And yeah, we have 2 different types of NFTs in the game: cosmetic-based NFTs, which make you look super, unique and awesome. And then we also have the utility-based NFTs, like spaces and the Time Warden, the armories and forges, which allow you to interact with the big time economy on a much deeper level if you want to. Not necessary to play the game. To kind of clarify again, big time is not going to be pay to win. That is your big MO. So, you can play the game. There's no I kind of forgot to mention this part too, but we will be having expansion packs named timeshares, and basically they'll be introducing new time periods with new time period based NFTs, quests, adventure zones, etc. And the best part of all that is, it's absolutely free. You don't need to spend any
you don't
money
need to
get
buy the
new
DLC
expansion
packs.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about paying for DLC packs like other, games have done in the past. Big Time wants to make sure that this experience isn't just an experience for the few, but an experience for all of us here.
Awesome. Love it. Well, yeah, this was really, really cool. Glad I could check this out, get a feel for it, get to play it, show it off for everyone. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the future developments with everything. I know we kind of hinted at some things that may or may not be in the works with some of the questions and stuff that came up. So yeah, chat, there's a lot that's kind of going into this game. It's a huge team, a lot of very talented developers too, which is really, really cool to see. Got guys from Fortnite and a lot of the major games that you see in the traditional like Web2 space that are working on. So that's why it's at the point where it is right now. This is already a lot more of a game than 95% the other NFT games out right now. So it's awesome to see. Excited for excited for where this will go.
If you want me to make you even more hyped, I don't know if it adds on to it, but Big Time Studios isn't just a game, but Big Time Studios is the game company itself. So Big Time is going to be only one title of Big Time Studios.
Yes,
other titles to come.
Yes, I may have heard a hint about that when I was talking with Matt. Wasn't sure if he should say anything, but
we're not gonna spoil too much then. But yeah,
chat. Big Time Studios. All right, game studio versus gain. A little bit of a difference. That's great. There we go. A little bit of You know, a little alpha leak for you guys. Sweet.
But
All right. This was wicked. Yeah, appreciate all of your time as well. How long have you been playing big time, and what is I guess what essentially is like your role with the team?
Yeah, so I first joined Big Time, the community, back in May 13th of 2021, so last year, and a couple of days from now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I worked my way from being like a community moderator and eventually kind of joined the team. I'm now currently my role would be like the play and stream streamer, and my goal is kind of just to coordinate with influencers like such as yourself, and some other guilds as well, to kind of explain what Big Time is, because I feel like and I think you would agree with me on this one too. A lot of people out there. Well, number one, NFTs are confusing for a lot of people. You talk about blockchain technology, you talk about wallets and crypto, and you just lost them, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's where Big Time is going to be, the champion of games right? Because the idea is an easy user onboarding experience, You don't need to know about wallets, you don't need to know about crypto. You can use credit cards, you can use bank transfer, things that that the average person understands. And I think that's where Big Time's appeal is going to be, the ability to kind of reach out to an audience previously untapped by other crypto games, by showing them like, well, yeah, this is just like the games that you normally would play, cosmetic based, NFTs, but now you can sell them. Now there's a limited supply. It's a game that that they want to make sure that you can enjoy and actually play if it didn't have NFTs inside of it, and I think it kind of calls back to what I was talking about earlier, where I love that Big Time, you have that flexibility of play where you're not pigeonholed into playing a specific type of way. You can do it however you want to, and I love that a lot.
Yeah, that's wicked.
I got kicked out.
Yeah, same.
They're doing server maintenance or potentially a patch. So
Okay, there we go, chat. They're adding in everything we just talked about on the stream right now.
I'd love for that to be the case.
Yeah, gonna be world bosses, gonna be guild battles, everything mentioned. They already put it in.
All right. Well, I guess that's a great segue for them telling us get out of here. And end this stream.
Yeah. Because Matt, he booted us off. All right.
Yeah, right. Matt hit the servers offline.
Yeah. No, this is wicked. I think for sure we'll set up another like playthrough. I'll see if I can bring some more people through. Well, we can fill up the team.
Absolutely.
And then chat. If you guys have any further like questions or things you want to know about, things that come up, just let me know. Let me know in like the Discord or whatever, and then the next stream that we're on, we'll get all the answers for you guys. All right. Awesome.
Sounds great. Well, thanks so much for joining us again, APEcoach, and yeah, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks. This is a blast. So, rest of day, whatever time zone you're in.
Yes. New York. Yeah. So
Okay, there we go. Yeah, same time zone. Love it.
Awesome. Glad to hear.
Alrighty.
All right, we'll take it easy.
You as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that was Big Time. Pretty dope. Again, if you guys want to check it out, it's just bigtime.g. And I am on this very soon here on the channel, similar to other videos on the channel. We'll go through, what Big Time is. We'll take a look at sort of like the overall ecosystem. We'll talk about like the NFTs in the game. We'll talk about how to get in the game, how to play the game, all that sort of stuff. Go through the white paper, the team, all of that. But yeah, there's a lot of really great things going on with this game, and an awesome team behind it as well, which is always one of the most important things. You can see some of the stuff here about us, but this is only like a fraction of this, and you can see guys from Epic Games, from Blizzard, Riot, so all these major gaming studios, right? You got Fortnite, God of War, Call of Duty, Overwatch, people that have worked on all of these. So really, really quality team here. And from all the interactions that we've had with members of the team, I've had multiple calls with Matt, the guild guy that hopped in there for a minute during the stream, and this was the first sort of playthrough, getting to go through the showcase it for you guys. But yeah, a lot to it. Multiplayer action RPG. We'll have a video going up soon, going through all of this stuff. All right. Additionally, I did to see what the interest is like. I'm gonna stop the Twitch stream because for some reason it's not working properly. And I'm gonna have to like look at resetting all of that stuff up. But I was wanting interest in basically more of like an introductory series of kind of stepping people into how to get into crypto more in more general terms, and then how to get into like NFTs and NFT gaming more specifically. But I think at least in the current state with things like big time, there's some changes that are starting to occur where it's making it a lot easier for non-crypto people, right? People who aren't really familiar with crypto to be able to get in and, play the games without having to have any sort of understanding. But I do still think if you're looking at this like an investment, that it's important to have a base understanding of crypto in general. And so I'm planning on putting together a series that's more of an educational series, and talking about all the basics, how to set up your exchange account, how to set up your wallet, discussing the various different blockchains. That's something that a lot of people, especially when you're really new to the space, get really confused of. Think of it like Bitcoin has its own blockchain, Ethereum has its own, BNB has its own blockchain, Matic, Polygon is the blockchain. You've got the Solana, you've got AVAX. So like there's all these different actual blockchains or networks, and so that's something that's very confusing initially as well. People trying to understand that these aren't just coins, these are actually like networks with things building on top of them. So just kind of like walking through all of those basics, all the fundamentals, and then also walking through just the fundamentals of reading the charts and being able to do a little bit of technical analysis. It's not going to turn you into a millionaire day trader. I mean, that's possible, but that's not really the goal of it. It's to highlight the fundamentals that could take you there if you want to get there. But more importantly, it's just going to give you a better idea, better understanding of like overall market structure. And you'll be able to make sense of all these bars, all these green and red bars, and you'll know, or at least have a better idea of whether it's a good time to buy something or sell it or not, right? So that's kind of the overall goal with this sort of new educational series I'm thinking of. Just kind of introducing people who aren't already in crypto to the space, how to get involved if you're interested, and then how to do a little bit of technical analysis so that you have a little bit better of an idea of where the price of things is going, and you don't you don't just feel like you're gambling in a sense, or like lost and just kind of like going with the motions of whatever the price is, right? But yeah, so who interested in an introductory series like that, let me know in the chat. Yeah, because I think like that's something that I think would be really beneficial for a lot of people, and I think will help out quite a lot. Chat, it is good to see that this came right to where I had already marked up earlier to see. So this is a lot. You're not familiar like any of this stuff, but I was just kind of playing with some things and doing some basically like pretend trades. I was just marking up the different like entries and stuff that I would have taken, and with these 4 trades I basically would have been able to like quadruple the size of my trading account within 2 days if I took all of these like as I marked them up and stuff. This one was very very close to stopping me out if I would have been in this trade. So this one could have been a potential loss. But all of these trades hit their profit targets pretty quickly. So yeah, that was just me kind of like testing out, because I haven't been trading actively for quite a little while. So it's kind of like anything, right? You gotta practice and get better. You get better with more practice and that sort of thing. But yeah, this is kind of what Bitcoin was looking like. And this was what I was initially kind of tracking. Broke out of this, shot up, and there was another trend line, broke out of that, shot up to this sort of like zone that it's been stuck in, ranging between forever. And as soon as it broke above this, then there was this little resistance next here that I had marked up, which is the previous high, and it blasted through that. Now it's just kind of like chilling, settling. This is where I kind of like think it will go in the next few days. Likely we might have a little bit of a pullback and then go up to there. But this is kind of like the next target around like 34,000. Then the next one, if it breaks above that, is going to be closer to like 38,000. So yeah, we're having like a little bit of like a relief bounce in Bitcoin right now, but overall, if you're looking on like the higher time frame, you can see we're still in a massive downtrend. So we're not out of the woods. We're not, in a bull market by any means yet. We would have to basically break above this daily trend line way over here. So we'd have to break above like 41 at least break above like 40,000, and then we could start to consider being back in a bull market and heading back towards new highs and stuff like that. But I think we're still quite a ways away from that. But yeah, Cyber, times 4. So the idea was to start with like $500 and just see what I can trade it up to. And if I would have taken all of those trades that I was going to enter at like with the 500, I could have flipped it to 2,000 essentially. A little bit under, but about that. But yeah, so that's just something that I'm a little bit interested in, and I think it'll help a lot of people because I know a lot of you guys that we've talked with, a lot of you guys kind of like got into crypto without, or at least got into NFT gaming without really understanding much about crypto at all. And the nice part about it is with the NFT games, it kind of forces you to learn at least the bare minimum, right? Like the basics. But I think you guys will be a lot better off if you have a more thorough understanding of everything, right? I'm one of those people. Hey, there we go. Yeah, see, and I think that's a lot of people, right? Like, well, actually, yeah, like let me know how did you guys get into NFT games? I just blew out my eardrums. Hold on. Oh. Sorry, Chad. I wanted to put on a little bit of. How loud is that for you guys? Is that all right? But yeah, Like, how much did you guys know about crypto before you got into NFT games? Hey, what's up, Kevin? What's poppin'? I'm just like curious to see how many people are, you know, relatively new to like crypto, but have been in. I just know about crypto, Bitcoin, and XRP. Okay. Yeah, because like, to be honest, like when I got into crypto initially, like the reason I took so long to get into crypto was the only thing I really knew was like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and all I really thought they were just like digital coins that people just like had, like that held value only because enough people like believed that they held value, essentially, right? Like kind of what people assumed about NFTs when NFTs initially started, right? Is like, you know, they're just a profile picture, or you know, they're just a squiggle drawing, but there's no real like value to them. It's just because people have been paying stupid amounts of money for these squiggle pictures that gives them this crazy value, right? But then when you get to understand crypto a little bit better, like a little bit thoroughly, you get to realize that like these coins, these cryptocurrencies, at least a lot of them, a lot of the like bigger ones, aren't just made up internet money, right? It's not just like, you know, something that like is fake and like only holds value because people say it holds value. They're actual like networks that things are building on, and networks that applications and games and exchanges and all these things run on. And once you kind of like start to get that understanding a little bit more, it's a little bit easier to understand the actual like value and case and utility of cryptocurrency in general, in addition to how easy it is to be able to transfer money between, you know, countries and places and all of these sort of things. It's just a lot less friction than traditional finance, actually, than fiat currency. Plus, and then, you know, like I'm not big into like, you know, diving into like, you know, Bitcoin is going to be the only way in the future, like, you know, fiat currency, like, you know, there's no future for it because the governments are just overinflating everything and just printing fake money. Like, I don't think governments are ever going to like give up their own fiat currency. I think if anything, they'll try to develop their own cryptocurrencies as, you know, like stable coins, essentially, possibly. But yeah, I don't know. But I think it's important to get a better understanding of just like crypto in general, and it just opens more doors, right? Like it just opens up more options for you if you guys want to, you know, try like trading and things like that. We can go through the steps of what it would take to kind of get to that point. If you guys want to be able to invest in games and things like that, like you can do that. But having like a better overall understanding of like market structure and how to look at the charts and read the charts and how to understand like what makes a cryptocurrency actually like have some sort of value and use case, I think that's really important to be able to help you in evaluating like what might be a good investment versus what might not be, right? Hey, what's up, Nyla? How's it going? Crypto is the future. It could be. It very well could be. I mean, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. That's for sure. There's so much more big money moving into the space and so much money flowing out of the stock market and into the crypto market. It's kind of crazy. OMG, crypto scammer. I'm trying to steal my What? Okay. Bye, Nyla. Yeah. I didn't talking about education was stealing. But okay. Yeah. Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs, right, chat? All right. I'm gonna wrap it here. I just wanted to kind of get some of your feedback and, you know, just talk about some of that with you guys, what we could be coming up with in the future here. I only knew the word Bitcoin and crypto. Yeah, had zero. How did you know about Play to Earn? So actually, Axie Infinity was kind of the first crypto game, or like NFT game, that I was introduced to. I didn't play it because I heard about it, and I had a really good buddy, very big in it, and he still is, and they have a very large gaming guild and everything, all that sort of stuff. But realistically, like, I was already in crypto. I was learning a little bit more about crypto and trading, stuff like that, and technical analysis, looking at the charts. And so I was doing like a little bit of trading with crypto initially, and I had always heard of, you know, NFTs, but I didn't really see the use for them, and like real, you know, a real use case. And then I saw stuff that like my buddy was posting about Axie Infinity, like selling Axies for like 3 ETH each and like all this stuff, and I was like, holy crap, that's crazy. And then I I realized, like, oh, okay, like the actual players in the game, like the actual characters in the game, are the NFTs. And I was like, oh my god, like that makes so much sense. That actually gives NFTs like a use, and that's something that traditional gamers already spend millions and billions of dollars on every single year, is cosmetic skins and things like that in game. People get all these camos on their guns in Call of Duty, all these skins in Fortnite, or buy emotes in Fortnite, like all of these different things. And so like people are already spending money on that stuff, and so if you turn it into an NFT, it benefits the user, right? The person actually spending the money on the stuff, because not only, you know, they get to spend their money and get their cosmetic skin or their dance move, whatever it is, but they actually have ownership of that thing, and they can sell it to people like on an open market outside of that game. They can, you know, they can use it potentially future like metaverse spaces and things like that. Like there's just way more utility because you actually own the item. It's like you are able to buy the copyright, you know, the rights to own a Fortnite skin or something like that, right? And then like that is actually your skin, and no one else can have that one, and that sort of thing. So that was where I was like, okay, like NFTs for gaming make the most sense. And I just like immediately felt that, like, I knew NFTs were growing and they were a trend, right? But I didn't know that there was like any real like use to them at that point. But then once I, you know, thought of NFT gaming and NFTs in games, that was where I knew there was already a use case, there's already a market, and, you know, NFTs just kind of seemed like the next logical progression for gaming in general. So that was when I kind of like dove like headfirst into NFT games and Play to Earn and all of that sort of stuff. And I just like, I don't know, once I heard of it, I knew that there would be a ton of utility for it. So I like dove into it completely and researched as much as possible, spent countless hours, and lost a lot of sleep like really digging in and trying to understand the space in general, and you know, talking with teams, talking games in development, finding new games that are still in development, just all of that sort of stuff. So it's been a really cool journey, and I'm excited for the future too, because like this is like literally like even big time here, this is probably one of the best like developed overall like games in the crypto space and the NFT gaming space. This along with like EV.io and you know maybe a couple others like ShooterPals as well. Like there's less than a handful of like actual like fun engaging games that also have NFTs built into them, and so we're still a long way to go. And as things, you know, develop further, like 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, this space is going to be like night and day different from where we are now. Like we are literally like just at the ground floor, we're just scratching the surface, and things are going to be like insane in a few years time. So yeah, I'm excited because like all of you guys that are in the space with me as well, like we're gonna keep growing the channel, building the community and that, and you know, I'm gonna keep doing everything I can to let you guys best sort of opportunities coming up and things, and just letting you know like the things that I'm personally getting into and all of that sort of stuff, so that we can kind of grow together. But yeah, 6PG to the moon. But yeah, like the space itself is also going to grow so much over the next few years. So like we're all still super early in this, and it's wicked. And to be honest, the state of the market right now too, coming back into this like kind of bear market that we're in, having dropped so far from the all-time high, this is literally at the price, like this is lower than last July. So like everyone who's getting into this now, like I think I got into NFT games probably around like June of last year, somewhere around there, right? So it's been about a year. Everyone that's getting in right now, the market has literally reset to that point, right? Plus all the games and teams and stuff like that, like we've already, the market, like the consumers and stuff, the people in crypto gaming have already become aware of a lot of the just like downright scams and stupid stuff that was happening the first, you know, in this first sort of leg of the NFT gaming market and that. So the teams themselves are getting better, the games are getting, you know, more developed, starting to see some real games come to life in the space, and the prices of everything to enter in crypto in general are as low as they were a year ago today, and even, you know, all the way back in January of 2021, right? So you're getting like a full like year and a half reset on the prices and where the market is in general. Plus the games are, you know, are so much established, and we're going to be heading to better developed games and stuff. So I think anyone sort of that's been interested in just getting into the space now, you're at like one of the best opportunities that there's been in crypto gaming, right? Because the game quality is improving, the adoption is improving in crypto as well as NFTs and NFT games, and the prices have, you know, dropped to lower levels than they have been for most of the past 2 years. So yeah, really cool to see, and really excited to see where we here. Yeah, so but that is everything. I am midnight, gonna be heading to bed here, but cool, I liked chatting with you, catching up. What do you think about Pegaxy right now? They have a new roadmap. Yeah, I did see the new roadmap, which I'm all for. They introduced some really good things in the new roadmap. Maybe we'll do another update video on Pegaxy as well. you know, obviously they took too long to really develop the gameplay, and they made the same mistake as a lot of the other games in the space, and they tried to prioritize token price and trying to balance an economy for a game without the game, right? Like they took time away from game development and focused on trying to balance an economy that couldn't be balanced without gameplay, right? And so it took too long to develop things, and the economy has essentially crashed because of that, which is unfortunate. But they still have a massive team. They're still working behind the scenes, and I think this is going to allow them to actually be able to focus on developing the game. Now that the prices are down low, there's a lot less interest. It's kind of like how it was at the start of the game. There wasn't a ton of interest in it, but that was when, you know, I initially found it. Like, we got in right at the very beginning, before the game even launched. I put out the first video, I think a week or 2 weeks maybe before their initial NFT sale. So anyone who saw like the very first video was able to get in right at the very start. We saw this insane run all the way up to like 30 cents, almost 27 cents for this, where people were making literally thousands of dollars a day, and it was just absolutely ludicrous. The issue is though that people just like, they see something like this and they expect that it's going to continue that way forever, when it's obviously not sustainable. You know, you can't just click start on a digital horse race and earn a couple $1,000s a day forever and have it just like compound and never go down. There has to be some sort of like reality check when things get overinflated. Because yeah, there was a point like right around here somewhere, I was earning over $2,000 US per day, technically. Like if I were to sell all of the VIS that we got that day while it was at that price, that's what I would have been bringing in. Now obviously we like reinvested all of that to build up the guild and to try to build out as many scholarships as possible for you guys, but that's kind of like what the earnings potential was at. So obviously it's not sustainable, but you can see people are starting to see a little bit of faith with the uptick in the market, the little bounce in the market in general, and then the roadmap updates. So I believe they said, you know, third quarter, which is going to be coming up here in the next few months, there's going to be introduction of some scholarships. Sorry, I just read the word scholar. There's going to be the introduction of some of the skill-based gameplay, right? The first like initial stages, and then there's going to be a second iteration of that toward the end of the quarter. There's going to be basically an implementation of the breeding system similar to CyBall, where you don't guarantee the, you know, next highest tier of Pega when you breed them. It's just a percentage base. So there's a percentage that you could breed, you know, 2 legendaries and get an epic, but there's also a percent that you could breed 2 legendaries and only get a rare, you know. So they're implementing a little bit more variability to help. Like, I know Corey talked about this in the past as well, is that they don't want the figures and everything to be completely linear, and they don't want everything to be a fixed rate, right? Because when things are fixed, when there's no variables involved, people can calculate, okay, you know, how much do I got to put in, how much will that make me, and when will it make me that? And so then people are only focused on how quickly can I get a return on my investment, or how quickly can I turn X amount of profit, rather than focusing on, you know, playing the game, interacting with the game, being involved in the economy, you know, spending in order to upgrade your things to be able to move you ahead in the game and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, long story short, I think the updates that they're planning on implementing are going to be beneficial, and I think with the price being so low, right now. It's kind of keeping interest out of the game, and hopefully they can implement enough features to make the game as fun as possible and start to revive the economy. I don't believe it's ever going to get anywhere close to, you know, the all-time high it was at before. But even if we could get back to like, you know, 1 cent, half a cent, that's like insane gains to be had, right? Like if you went back to 1 cent from where it is right now, it's like astronomical. 3,000% to get back up to 1 cent. Okay, so there's a long way to go, but the reality is, if the game is fun enough, then people shouldn't be worried about, you know, how much can I make this quickly. It should just be like, oh, this is dope. I get to play this fun game that I enjoy. I get to like race like Mario Kart, stuff like this. This is actually a cool game that I like playing, and I get to earn a little bit of, you know, money on the side, right? As your first 5 scholars in Pegaxy, that's wild. Yeah, and you know, like Pegaxy was really the first kind of home run that we hit, you know, that I hit personally, and then that we hit as a guild. That was actually where we formed our guild as well, you know, Six Pack Gaming. So, you know, Pegaxy was kind of like the genesis of a lot of where we're at right now. Pegaxy has also been my highest viewed videos as well. So a lot of people got introduced to the channel, to the community through Pegaxy. So, you know, I think we'll have kind of a special place in our hearts for them, and I wish them all the best. Like, you know, I hope they continue to build and bring things back up, to develop a game that's gonna be awesome to play. And I'm still excited about it. We still have all the horses and that. We are, you know, we're upgrading a lot of the Pegas. We're upgrading pretty much as many of the Pegas as possible. And right now, like, there's not going to be anything that's going to like suddenly do this massive pump or like, you know, revival at this point. But I think as they start to implement more actual game elements and things like that, it will get to a point where sorry, I just realized the music is probably like so loud, huh? Sorry about that. But yeah, it'll ideally get to a point where they're able to, you know, deliver on these goals and these objectives. They're able to develop a more fun gaming experience, and then interest from people who, you know, have been in Pegaxy for so long, because they had one of the biggest player bases, right? Like they grew so crazy fast. But yeah, hopefully they'll be able to start capturing the, you know, attention and regaining some of the trust in some of those players, and to be able to like build things back up. The only difficulty is time is in a sense working against them, because as they're working on developing their first essentially like real game experience, there's all these other studios and things like that that have been building all this time. And, you know, we're further into the development of NFT games in general. So there's gonna start to be games that are coming out that are actually fun to play, and then also incorporate NFTs and incorporate crypto. And so I feel like if they aren't able to produce enough progress in their game development in a quick enough time, essentially, it just leaves a lot of opportunity for other projects to kind of swoop in and capture a lot of that player base. So yeah, I think that's the only thing. I think they made some mistakes, and they focused too much on the token price, which, I mean, it was hard not to because it went so astronomical, and then, you know, things were dropping, and then you have guilds with millions of dollars invested into this, expecting to be able to make profits on their investments, or at least be able to make a return on their investments while things are declining. And you've got other guilds that have already made tons of profits and they're abandoning ship. So it's, you know, it's a lot of stuff to deal with in an open market. I don't think they had to launch the game as early as they did. I think they should have had some further game development ready when they launched. But at the same time, like, you know, if they didn't launch when they did, I probably might not have seen, wouldn't have been able to build this community, wouldn't be where we are at now, right? Like, a lot of things would have changed. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So they've just got to like take what they've been given and kind of roll with the punches and see what they can accomplish, see what they do. Okay, that is everything for now. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, everyone. We will be doing another big time stream maybe later, potentially sometime on the weekend. I am going to be out of the country. I'm going to be in Colombia pretty much all of next week, so we're probably not going to have videos or streams during that week. So I want to get a video out for sure on big time. We'll try to get in another stream before I leave, and then when I'm back, yeah, we'll pick it back up and we'll keep building. Yeah, Colombia. I was wondering if anyone from the community is from Colombia. It would be kind of cool to see. But yeah. It should be really cool. I'm actually gonna be there with Duke as well. All right. So yeah, but that's not for, I guess, like 7 days from now is pretty much when I'm getting on a plane. So we have another week here. We're gonna be putting out some more content. Gonna be doing some more streams, or at least another big time stream ideally, and then you know, we'll keep going from there. I might try to record something to be released like while I'm away in Colombia. That could be kind of cool, just to keep some activity on the page during that week, and to keep building. Be an IRL vlog. I doubt it. I might bring, I don't know, maybe I'll bring like a GoPro or something like that, but yeah, that's probably a little bit more work. I could maybe do like some Instagram stories or something like that, right? And keep people updated that way. We could try something like that perhaps. But yeah, it should be really cool. It'll be my first time going to Colombia, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the nice weather, the beach, the pool, all that good stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I want to like get to work on. I still have like dozens and dozens and dozens of emails from teams with new games, and you know, games that are out but are wanting me to check them out and stuff like that. So we definitely have a lot of content to create for you guys and let you guys know about. And then there's like that educational series that I really want to start on sometime soon here as well, because I'd really like to get you guys like a good understanding of like a better understanding of crypto and how to be able to like read the charts and stuff like that before we get back into one of these situations where the market is just going haywire and we're in this like bull run and things are going up 130% on Bitcoin and other things are going up. Like, I don't even know why it only has that far, but you know, if we look at the bottom to the top, you know, these things are going up 600%, stuff like that. because I want you guys to be able to like take advantage of the opportunities that will be coming. So yeah, a lot of stuff to work on, but I appreciate all of you guys. Let's yeah, I think that's all. So till next time, as always, all right, train hard, game hard, keep making those life-changing gains. I'll keep doing my best to help you guys get there, and that's all for now. All right, so peace out, everyone. Have a fantastic evening or rest of your day, depending on where you're watching from.